625 The Vogue. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, and we are coming to you live. Good morning. How is everybody doing today?
Good.
I must say, right out of the gate, yesterday we had some controversy on the show around this time. It was surrounding Sporkle. For those of you who don't know, the answer to the question was Ozzy.
Osborne.
The answer was Ozzy
Osborne.
Osborne, and I just said Ozzy. And I assumed that Ozzy would be sufficient. These people said no, it should be the last name. The point was given to me by Joe.
Yes.
And then I initially said, let's vote by committee. But the judge gave me the point.
I feel like you took the point from Joe.
I did not I didn't even look at Joe. I didn't pressure him. I didn't look at him. I didn't say anything.
You listen, here's the other thing is regardless of whether you look at him or not, you're looking directly into his soul through the camera. He's looking at the monitor. You're staring into the monitor, turning red.
From where I was at, you forcibly took the point from Joe.
That's not accurate.
Well, if you'd like to go watch it, a reel is available at the Mike Calta Show on Instagram.
I saw it looked worse than I remember.
Yeah, me too.
But I have to tell you, very rarely do we get something on the show that is so split down the middle. I mean, it's every comment it goes, Ozzy's enough. And it says, let's go by what's on the paper. Ozzy's enough. Ozzy's not his last name. It's split right down the middle. It's amazing. It's never have we been so split before. It's usually all one-sided, especially when it's against me.
You thought for sure it'd be all towards your side, just the Ozzy side.
No. Usually it's against me. It's against me.
By the way, I agree with you.
Yes. Well, you're in the spirit of competition. I would have argued it also.
I agree with you, but the rules have been set.
Right.
I don't agree with the rules, but those are the rules.
That's the thing.
That was
the big
your
thing.
rule, Gio.
Can I ask you a question, though? Was the rule not... I'm asking. Don't jump all over me. Was the rule not Elvis was accepted as Elvis Presley?
But it's been so many different times. Yeah. It was, is Elvis okay? Is
what
this not okay? It has been.
But just specifically about the name, about the one-word name. I mean, there's no other Ozzy in music.
But so we're going by the paper except for one person's name. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
is what are the rules?
None of us ever get to see the paper. And if I would have said Ozzy Osborino and you would have said Ozzy Osbourne, then they would have said, oh, the paper says Osbourne. That's where the paper comes into play.
Well, yeah, but also the Carmen will say it's got to be what's on the paper. The other day you said, what was it? It was something, but there was another part of it, and you didn't say it, and you didn't get the point.
And that's why.
Yeah, but what was that? Because there was something that if I didn't say the whole thing, it wasn't the correct answer.
Exactly.
Exactly. But Ozzy's
I
the
think
correct
you just
answer.
lawyered yourself.
No, but I mean, but the logic comes in. Ozzy is the correct answer. There is no other Ozzy. And did you think that I don't know his last name?
Logic tells you that. Yes, 100%. We're saying what them rules are.
Yeah.
And if the rules are it's what's on the paper, then it's got to be what's on the paper.
But that
and then
doesn't
we
make sense.
But that's the thing.
Because the only one that ever sees the paper is Carmen. So we don't know. We don't know if some days it says Ozzy and some days it says Ozzy Osbourne. We just go by what's on it.
Yeah.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is there's no standard for what is the right answer.
Correct.
Right, that's the truth.
Yeah, and there's been stuff that was argued because it was wrong on the paper. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so it's a topsy-turvy world that we live in.
Well, look, I got the point. I'm not complaining about it.
And it's the world of Sporkle. And also, I would like to say, because I did not buzz you incorrect. I was waiting to let you finish. They came in. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Galvin came in, realized I was waiting for the last name, and that's...
We both did, yeah.
I knew right away that it was Osborne because you did not finish the point.
Yeah.
And that's why I waited.
Which happens all the time.
And I gave you a chance to finish as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, all I'm saying is the people who listen to this show, it is not even a vast majority. It is split straight down the middle. Half are on my side, half are on your side. It's crazy.
Then you yelled at Joe He cowered in the corner and awarded the points.
I literally have it on video.
And the whole contest went.
Yeah,
yell at anybody.
That point, I was just done.
I was already ahead by 5. You people.
I was
we weren't
mounting
even
a
halfway
comeback.
done.
I was mounting a comeback.
And I was already ahead by 5.
Galvin was on a roll at that point.
Crazy.
But I agree with you. I'm on your side.
I don't feel like you are.
Like it.
I don't feel like you are.
This is just the way it's been.
Carmen,
Yes.
I pooped yesterday after the show.
Nice.
And I didn't feel like it was enough, but it was a good start. Then I just had a protein shake a couple of minutes ago.
Oh.
And now I feel like World War III is happening in my belly.
Yeah.
I'm holding my belly and I can feel it shaking back and forth like the Titanic.
Protein shakes are not good on like an empty stomach.
Oh.
That's what I've learned. I can't do it.
No, they make me feel very nauseous.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But, trying to get them in, trying to get all the protein in.
But at least you pooped. How did you poop?
Through my butt.
Well, I know, but did you take anything? Did you eat something high in fiber, or your body just naturally went at that point?
I just went to the poop machine and I said, let's do this.
Gotcha.
And it happened.
Carmen really wants you to try the broccoli trick.
Yeah.
I feel like.
We went out to dinner last night, or else I would have. I was going to eat the broccoli, but we ended up going to get sushi.
They have broccoli at sushi.
Sashimi in my case. I ate a couple of edamames. Maybe that'll do it.
I sent you guys a video of Shaquille O'Neal on NBA Live, and he's got a poop, and he walked right off the stage on live TV.
Yeah, I think that's great about Shaq. Yeah. Shaq's just like, oh, I gotta poop.
And he's like holding his ass. Right.
Yeah.
He may have already pooped. We don't know.
Can you imagine what those are like?
I was going to say, I would imagine everyone's an emergency, and you probably want him to run to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, that's going to ruin. That would ruin that set.
His
If
are
you'd-
not little.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be next to him while he's doing it.
I once saw Clydesdale at Busch Gardens take a dump, and it was.
I would imagine similar to that. Yeah. Oh, man. I cannot find anything to watch on television at night. I keep going back to Seinfeld.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
My wife's been watching Suits LA, and she likes it.
So I see Harvey's on that a lot.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I saw the preview for it the other night. He was all over it.
This week,
Yeah.
he was on finally.
Yeah. But other than that, it's been like little glimpses of old memories.
Yeah, they
and
mention
stuff.
him a lot.
But this was like he showed up 2 weeks ago at the very end, finally. And then this last episode he was in. But it's not like surrounded by him at all.
Yeah,
They
she
just
likes
used
it.
to work together. Yeah, I do too. Because it is similar to the old Suits, but it's not the exact same formula.
But are the characters likable, like Suits, like regular Suits? Like you get into it because the characters are so cool.
Right. And so the one guy who is Harvey's friend, he's very Harvey-esque,
Yeah.
They have the hot black chick who's also a lawyer. And then they have the one bad guy who's not really that bad because they end up working together, but he left the firm in the very first episode.
Okay.
And so
all right.
it's not.
I got to get on that.
Yeah.
I watched Seinfeld, and I watched them all, and I know them all, but I saw 2 that I forgot. They may have even been the same episode. One where Uncle Leo doesn't pay Jerry's mother the money she owes him from when they got the father won $1,000 to track and gave each kid $50
right.
and didn't pay him. And then the other one with the chick with the hairdo that ends up dating Kramer. I don't know. I've watched them all, and I forget some every once in a while. That's good because I feel like I watched the first run one.
So there's a new show that I like that I know none of you will like. It is very dumb. It is bad acting, but I enjoy it. Home Economics. It has Jimmy Tatro, I think. Tatro. He played Bert.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Tatro.
Oh, yeah.
Tatro.
No, I saw that show. It's okay. And it's got Topher Grace in there.
Yeah.
It was, it's not still on, is it?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like there was only 3 seasons. It's just on Hulu.
Yeah. No, I saw that show. It was decent. It was like decent writing and stuff. And I like Topher Grace.
Yeah, same. But I just know it's, bad acting. It's everything's set up. You can see
It's
it from a mile
sitcom.
away.
Yeah. It's sitcom.
But I really enjoy it. And now that you told me that, I didn't know it was off. I was waiting for a next season.
Oh.
Now I'm really sad.
Now you'll never know.
I know, because I really like that show. But that's
I
what
feel
I've been
like if
obsessed
you
with.
like that show, have you ever watched the show Happy Endings?
No.
That was on for a couple seasons. I think you would like that too. It's
Okay.
friends that are, it's a very sitcom-y type thing.
I can't watch any of those shows. Nothing gets me. Local news makes me mad. And then the only show I watched that I think that made me laugh was Abbott Elementary. Every other one, I just sit there and I shake my head as I watch it. I've become that old.
It's
old
Always
man.
Sunny is coming back on.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 50th season.
I think it's 18th or 19th. That's the longest running comedy sitcom.
Now, are they so successful that they can have this long run, or is it just a matter of that network really doesn't have a whole lot? And
I think they're just like the bread and butter golden child of FX.
really,
yeah, I think that's it. Like, I mean, they've been on there the entire time, and and in fact, I think it's FXX.
Oh, maybe
because they were on FX and kind of made FX happen.
Yeah,
and then they're like, "Hey, we're going to start FXX. We're going to put you over there," and they're like, "Okay," and then that made that happen.
Wow,
those guys have made so much money.
Oh yeah,
because writer, creator, they own everything.
Yeah,
but I mean, how much can they really be making?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, I bet.
How?
Off of a
syndication and everything.
So it's not. It's
syndicated?
not. Yeah, but it's also not like it's 3 channels anymore. So other channels can still make a lot of money. You know what I mean? It used to be, if you had a sitcom on NBC, you were raking it in.
That's different than being on
but
FXX.
now you can. So let's go with
Rob is the one.
but he created. Let's go, Dennis. What is his name? I forget what his name is in real life.
I don't know. He's Dennis.
Dennis, yeah.
I know the one who's the Rob McElhenney.
Dennis Reynolds is played by who? Glenn Howerton. Glenn Howerton.
Yeah.
Let's see how much he's worth. What do you think he's worth?
$5 million.
Okay, I'm going to say you're way off.
I bet he's worth $40 million.
Any other guesses?
I mean, the more you talk about it, the more that makes sense. I just don't. Yeah.
25.
I imagine all those guys are in the $40 to $50 million range.
50.
Yeah, I go back with Joe, more 25.
I have them actually broken down into who has the most. Oh, wow. So Glenn is 25.
Joe nailed it.
Right.
Yeah. Charlie Day is 30 million. Charlie's doing a lot of movies and stuff, too. I mean, Glenn's done other stuff. He had that AP, whatever TV show.
I know Rob's got the most.
Yeah, because he's the creator. Let's see. Caitlin Olsen, she is 50 million, but she also had her own TV shows that she has done.
They're not married, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, they're married. And then, Rob is, it says 50 million, but I think he's worth more. I would think he's worth more.
Galvin's an optimistic financial planner.
Then you also, of course, have Danny DeVito, 80 million.
Yeah, that's different.
Which I think now Dan DeVito's going to be known for that role over anything else.
No way. They'll always be Taxi.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, that's who he is when you think Dan DeVito now.
For a whole other generation.
Yeah.
We think Taxi. Everybody else thinks Frank.
It's got to be his biggest role.
Yeah. And it's wild, too, because he came in, I think it was the second season that he came in, because they had the show and then they needed a father figure thing.
Yeah.
Whatever, so they had him, and it's so funny how they force it. They would be like, Dad, you have to, Dad. Now they don't even call him Dad. They call him Frank. Everybody calls him Frank.
And I think that was another situation where he was only supposed to do like an episode or two.
Probably.
And then they decided to make him a full-time member.
And I think Danny DeVito got to show his true character.
Yeah.
Like he was playing all these different roles and stuff, and Frank is just him. He just seems like a little weird guy and stuff because Frank does a lot of weird stuff on that show. And you're like,
So
Didn't he seem like he'd just be a fun guy to hang out with?
Yeah.
Like you wish
totally.
you had a little friend like that. I wish I had a little old man friend that would just come on and be like, "Oh, what's up? What are you doing?"
Like the fact that he, his whole social media presence was him just taking pictures of his foot at different places, It's like, okay.
At the beach, at the grocery store.
Just a little troll foot. And you imagine that all he eats is Jimmy John's.
Oh,
Like he's just in there.
That is what I said. I was like, they have definitely got the right person to do that endorsement. He just seems like a guy that would be eating sandwiches.
Yeah.
Galvin?
Yes.
We have some news.
Uh-oh.
What?
I almost forgot to tell you. Somebody passed away yesterday. I don't really know if it was yesterday or when it was over the weekend or what happened.
The Pope took the headlines.
The Pope knocked this guy out, but it was a good death trio to be in with the Pope. I don't know who the third one's going to be. But a former guest of the show.
Oh.
Wow.
It's not as intense as you think. It's just.
I mean, anybody that's a guest in the show is intense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who was a big star at one of our live gigs. Former Mike Busey superstar, Big LA died.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know any of the details other than
Are Are you sure?
Yeah.
I saw a post and I thought he was talking about his dog.
Wait a minute.
Like he had a post on his social media and he was holding his dog.
Oh.
That's the way I read it. Maybe I read it wrong.
Who had a post? Big LA? Or?
Big LA.
Because
I thought
he
was
did
holding
something and lost like a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had weight loss surgery.
Right.
Well, now I don't know if he.
So his last recent post on Instagram was March 23rd.
I think I
That
saw
was
it
a
on
month ago.
Snapchat.
Mike Busey put up the picture of him holding the dog. And he wrote, "I'll miss you, my friend, blah, 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 blah." And I sent him a text. I said, "Did Big LA die?" And he sent me back a broken heart emoji.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And I said, "Oh, yeah, but he could have just been screwed
I
with me
I
if
saw
the dog died."
a post and I took it as his dog had passed away because
He did take that dog everywhere with him.
Yeah.
He was
He's
holding-
just hiding under his titty fat.
the little pug.
Yeah. The greatest picture ever is, by the way, Big LA is a guy who's probably about 6'5", 500 pounds, and he walked around and never wore anything but underwear. He was just naked all the time, and then he had weight loss surgery, so he had all this droopy-looking skin and all that. But anyway, he came to our show and was waiting to come on the air, and he was sitting out in the lobby on the couch naked with his little underwear on and this little baby dog, and Ann Kelly came over to pet the dog, and I have a picture of the three of them together. It's one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken, and I couldn't find it last night, or I would have put it up. Now I need to know if he's dead or not.
I mean, yeah, the post is not there. I don't know where I saw. I took it as his dog had died.
Oh man, now I don't know.
I might have his number.
I have his number.
Yeah.
We're going to call him and say, "Are you dead?" Yeah. Are you dead?
I mean, you might be right. I don't. That's just how I took it. I was like, oh, the dog died. I forget what it said on the post, but it was a picture of him holding the little dog, and it was. I thought it said something. It was like my friend or something.
Yeah, but I thought Mike Busey put that picture up.
Maybe. But I thought they hadn't really been hanging out for quite some time.
Me either, but he still, I mean, it was his friend.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of miss people when they die. Or people pretend they do, at least.
You could be right, but I took that as the dog died.
Do you know, that's one of the things, and there'll be plenty of people who do it to me, too, when I die, but when people die, I don't go, "Oh, man, I can't believe we ended things that way. We shouldn't." I just go, "Oh, good." I go, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't, I'm not going to
That's
pretend
right.
I like you just because you died.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
right response.
If you don't like
Right?
somebody.
Yeah.
Although, and I'm sure there's plenty of people when I die, they're going to be like, "Good, screw him."
The Pope called Trump the Antichrist, and Trump was all about
Trump had him killed?
how great the Pope was and stuff.
Yeah.
JD
By the
Vance had
way,
him killed.
it came out what the Pope died from. Did you see?
I did.
Stroke.
Cerebral strokes.
Yeah.
I mean, 88 years old, got all the pressure of the sinners of the world on you. That's a tough life to live.
JD Vance is getting destroyed online for killing the Pope.
Yeah.
All the memes. He's a walking meme every single day.
Yeah.
Because he's got a big fat baby face with a beard on it.
The picture I saw was one picture, and it was when he broke the national championship trophy at the White House.
Yeah.
And then I showed him shaking the Pope's hand, and it said, "If you're on JD Vance's schedule next, look out."
He's going to get you. I don't like J.D. Vance. I never have. I thought he was a bad pick for Trump. I didn't like him.
Yeah, he's weird.
And I'm glad I stuck that with that early. I just not a fan. He'll never be president.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
No, nobody takes him serious.
No. Interesting. Trump's going to be president again. You know he is.
Yeah, he's going to
know he
figure
is.
something out.
He's definitely going to try.
I'm surprised at how many people that I know took to the streets with signs, and I'm all for it. I believe it's what I believe this country is founded on and made of. I'm not knocking you for it. I think that anybody who feels
I'm knocking you for it.
But my thing is, what do you think is going to get accomplished?
That's
you're going to
what
stand
I'm-
on the street with a sign, and all of a
Right.
sudden the world's going to change the next day.
That's what I'm knocking
But
you
at
for.
least they're doing something.
But it's like whenever I said there's these people that stand on the road and have signs and they're very well dressed, and the sign you go, "What is it for?" I go, "I have no idea."
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. Turns out some people told me Jehovah's Witness. That's what that is.
Oh, well, I'm talking about the people who stood out there with signs that said a billionaire should never be president. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
To me. I don't.
There's never
understand
been a
it.
rich president
Yeah,
before.
almost all of them have been rich in our lifetime. I don't get it. But I don't know what my thing is. I don't know what you think you're doing out there. Like, do you think I'm going to go do this and eventually it'll work? It's never going to work.
But the thing, here's the funny thing about it is, and I don't care what who you vote for, do whatever. If it was a woman doing the exact same thing that Trump's doing, people would be like, she's a boss. She's a boss. She's
I think
rich.
some women would be.
Some would, yeah.
50%
Some women would be like that, but I think for the most part, every guy would hate her.
But also, I saw a thing the other day about how many people that Clinton had deported, how many people that Obama had deported, how many people, all these different had deported. Way more than Trump. Nobody ever said anything. Nobody said boo. Nobody said anything at all.
I'm sure they did, though.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
It's not. No, but there is like 30 different, not lawsuits, but I forget what they called them, against Trump for it.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, everybody else was just like, yeah, no, that's what we do. We deport bad people. Get them out of here.
I don't understand anybody that is waving a flag or has like their political affiliation. Just like when you see the guy driving down the street with the big F Biden flag off the back of his truck.
Those guys
It's
are
like-
those guys are in a. Can I sum that up for you?
Yeah.
Those guys are like being in an army. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're fat nerds who never had anything going for them, and now they have some sort of common. We're this guy now, and that's our guy. Like I'm telling you right now, I saw it firsthand. Losers who never were in high school sports, never had girlfriends, never anything, finally have something they could all have in a fraternity together.
The guy with the F Biden flag, you're no different than the crazy woman with the I hate Trump sign
Yeah,
on the
right.
side of the street. You are the same.
And the people that I love is whatever you're protesting, whatever you're out there for, whatever you're yelling about and stuff. And when somebody comes up to you and says, can you explain to me why you're out here? I'm sorry, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Sorry that you don't know what's going on. And then the lady will come up and go, you have a small penis.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's, oh, okay, well, you definitely proved your point.
I love the YouTube videos where they start interviewing the people and why are you here today? And they don't know. They have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. Or they start asking them all these things. Don't you think it would be good if they did this, did this, did this? Well, Trump just did that. Or Biden just did that. You know, whichever side.
Yeah.
And it's like,
The best of the time they went in for people who are protesting dioxidated hydrogen water.
Yeah.
They went out there and they were like, we're very much against this. And they're like, would you join this? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And sign their position. It was, people are just so dumb. But I just wonder if the people at the end of the day, if they go home and they go, I feel better about myself, I did my part as a citizen, or if they're out there just because they have nothing else to do. They're just bored on
I
Sunday.
think that.
I
Probably
think it's
a combination.
that. And then also remember all the influencers that were like going out and helping like rebuild and paint.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is just a photo opportunity. It's,
Yeah.
look, I care. I did something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me.
Something for them to post.
Yeah. I
It's
think a
kinda-
lot of that is what that is.
The only time I ever thought about going out to a protest was the anti-abortion protest. I remember, I'll never forget this. I was listening to Ron back in the 90s, and women were trying to go get legal abortions at the abortion clinic, and people were out there protesting them and throwing eggs at them and all that, and people were guarding them and taking them from their car to the door to make sure that they were safe. That I would have done. And the spokesman for that was Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know why. He was one of the guys that was guarding the women, and he used his Booger celebrity to promote the information. But that's the only thing that I think that I could ever see me being involved in, would be trying to help out women to do that. Other than that,
If they got too close, Booger would burp at them.
maybe
back.
that was his superpower.
Yeah.
I woke up to an early morning text this morning. I know you would assume, who is it?
Tom.
Yeah, I thought so too. I looked at it, I cleared my eyes, and it was Tom. It was not. It was one of those random texts I ever got that made me happy. It was from the great Nick Bakay. Remember Nick Bakay?
Yeah.
He said he was in Vegas with some other people that we know in common, and my name had come up, and they spoke nicely of me, and he just wanted to say hi. And I thought, well, that was random and nice. To
How
send.
early?
I don't know. He probably sent it last night, L.A. time, and I just saw it this morning when I got up. You know, yeah, people do. It's been pretty good lately. Nobody texts me in the middle of the night. I've been getting some good sleep lately, so well rested. Except I have World War III going on in my stomach right now. All right, let's take a break and get the show moving this morning. We do have a lot of things to give away, a lot of things to blow out. We'll do that with Sporkle. We'll go by the rules and what's on the paper when we come back. What? Oh, everybody's got to be so negative right out of the gate. Dom is going to join us in the 8 o'clock hour this morning because he's going to be here to take your legal questions. Maybe Kevin Smith in the 9 o'clock hour. Are you stressing out about that?
Yes.
If I'm Kevin Smith, I'm not getting up to talk to me at 6 o'clock in the morning LA time.
Yes.
I don't understand why he'd even want to.
He's the one that said he would do it.
And his show is sold out. So he's not even pushing tickets. He's clearly just doing this because we're friends.
No, and he's also, because now he started doing his tour again, so he was screening the Dogma movie.
Right.
Like the other night, he texted like, I just got done with screenings, and this is like 3:00 in the morning. He's texting me.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to be awake at 6.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
he knows. He knows what's up.
So today he says he will be. He will wake up.
I will not live that Kevin Smith lifestyle. Like Bert and Tom are going to be on the show next week.
Yeah.
from Austin.
Yes.
That's still behind us. You know?
Yeah, I think an hour.
Jesus. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get into Sporkle.
Don't forget, Bone Bonus also.
Bone Bonus keyword. First one coming up at 8 o'clock. Your chance to win $1,000. 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5 today. If you don't have the Bone app, you have plenty of time to go get it. Simple. It's free. Download it. You'll put the keyword in the Bone app, and you can win $1,000. Take a break. Sporkle's next. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County has a wreck southbound 75. It's just before Moccasin Wallow Road. Crews there have the right lane blocked. Right now, pretty slow going all the way past Big Bend Road. Keep that in mind if that's where you're headed this morning. Also, Pasco County dealing with a wreck that has northbound Suncoast Parkway closed. That's between Ridge Road and State Road 52. About a 10-minute delay right now. Of course, going to get worse as the morning commute continues. Pinellas County in luck with no accidents reported on any of the major roadways. Same good news for the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Gas goes up, groceries go up, and yep, so does your power bill. Solar Bear helps you fight back with the first 12 months completely free, protecting you from rising costs. Solar Bear, own your energy. Visit solarbear.com.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $419 per month, or a new Honda Accord, just $319 per month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Have you signed up for the Hard Rock Unity Card yet? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Sign up for Unity Card at the Players Club and receive a free limited edition Seminole Hard Rock t-shirt and up to $200 on them. You'll receive your actual slot loss back from your first day on your next visit and 2 equal free play offers up to $200. Insert your new card into your favorite slot machine and begin playing and start earning points. Your Unity points can be used like regular dollars on qualifying purchases at participating restaurants, bars, hotels, lounges, and retail stores. Stop by the Seminole Hard Rock and make sure you get your Hard Rock Unity Card.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
At Florida Prepaid, we're here for all the grinders, the go-getters, the gifted, the talented, the unique, the spirited. We're here for the well-to-do, the just getting started, the budgeters, the big spenders, and everyone in between. Because we believe that every child deserves higher education, and our goal is to help families save for it by making it simpler and more affordable than ever before. So every child has the opportunity to shine. Plans start at just $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
If you're doing your spring cleaning and you see that your windows and patio doors lack pizzazz, do something about it. Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota have a 1-month only sale where you can save $300 off all windows and $825 off patio doors, plus no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Renewal by Anderson, superior products, exceptional service. RBAFLA.com. License number CGC 1527613.
When you excavate for a living, safe digging helps you keep living and save money, time, and your reputation, which can all help you breathe easier. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
My breakfast needs 2 things, eggs and to be easy on my wallet. But these days, that's hard to find. Luckily, I know where to look. McDonald's. And now as part of the buy one, add one for $1 breakfast deal, I get the breakfast I want at the price I love. From the Egg McMuffin to a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, or even the sausage McMuffin with egg. My wallet and my taste buds stay happy. But hurry, these sandwiches and this deal won't last. Back up your next breakfast at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now, that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order, and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others. What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. Spring, finally here. That means it's time to clean out all the clutter, and that includes your finances. Whether it's an old 401k you haven't touched, or maybe a retirement plan that feels outdated, or you're just sitting there thinking, I could be doing so much more with my finances. Trajan Wealth is here to help you refresh your entire financial strategy. Their fiduciary advisors take the time to understand your goals and build a smart, personalized plan without commissions or hidden fees. So while you're cleaning out the garage for spring cleaning, don't forget to clean up your money moves too. Call Trajan Wealth today at 813-550-1000 for a free consultation. Get your finances fresh for the spring. You can visit TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Or give them a call, 813-550-1000 today. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing.
You heard the news. Newsmax just went public on the New York Stock Exchange and listed on the big board. Millions of Americans like you are joining our news revolution. Reuters Institute says Newsmax is one of the top 12 news brands in America. Even President Trump says it's terrific. 40 million Americans go to Newsmax, and its audience grew 50% since the same time last year. Millions really are making the switch to Newsmax. If you want to be a Newsmax share owner, call your advisor or get more info at newsmaxinvest.com. Stand with Newsmax today for a strong America. This communication is for informational purposes only and shall not be intended to or shall not constitute any offer to buy or sell securities, nor shall there be any sale of securities in any jurisdiction in which such offer, solicitation, or sale would be unlawful.
The Walk to Defeat ALS is more than a fundraiser. It's a movement that unites us all in support of those affected by ALS. Our goal? Make ALS livable for everyone, everywhere, until we can cure it. And it'll take all of us to get there. Saturday, April 26th in Safety Harbor. Details at als.org.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah & Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Mike Calter for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. I've been talking about Lifeguard Imaging for a couple of years, and hundreds, if not thousands of phone listeners have done the smart thing and gotten scanned. I'm talking to those of you who haven't gotten scanned. Let me ask you, are you scared of what you could find? I get it. I felt the same way before I got the scan. But think about this. Think about the loved ones that depend on you. Have you ever wished you could predict the future? If you could and you saw something that was catastrophic, wouldn't you want to do something to change it? If you saw a car accident on a certain day in your future, you likely wouldn't drive that day, right? That's what Lifeguard Imaging does. With their low-dose CT scans, they're able to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer before it's too late, giving you time to fix the problem and do something about it. Right now, you can get a free heart scan valued at $599 with just a few minimum requirements. Ever hear what you don't know won't hurt you? Well, when it comes to heart disease and cancer, what you don't know could kill you. Visit lifeguardimaging.com now. If not for you, do it for your loved ones. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Ray in Bradenton asks, I've got friends who've used Veteran Air for AC, plumbing, and drains work. A brother who used you for electric, and I had a home generator installed. What can't you do? Well, Ray, we're trained and licensed experts, so we can tackle all your home services needs. But I can't blow a bubble with bubble gum. It's just, I'm an eagle and I don't have lips. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air. At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Pollen and allergies. No wonder everybody's in spring cleaning mode like we are. But not just any clean. I'm talking about a deep clean, the kind of clean that helps you and your family breathe and sleep easier. Allergies are killing me, and that means it's time to call my friends at Zero Res. A clean home is a healthy home. It's as simple as that. And Zero Res removes dirt from the spaces in your home where life happens, and kids happen, and pets happen. And because they don't use soaps, detergents, or harsh chemicals, you know, the things that attract dust and dirt over time, your spring cleaning stays cleaner longer. How do they do that? With their patented ZR water. That's how Zero Res has kept my house clean for years now. And not just my home. I'm talking about floors. I'm talking about carpets, furniture. They do it all. Right now, you can get 3 rooms of carpet clean for the price of 2 when you mention me, Mike Calta. And secure the deal today by booking online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. A clean home is a healthy home. It's as simple as that. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
This Ram Truck Month, Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is making it easier than ever to get behind the wheel of a new Ram. With over 1,000 vehicles in stock and 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during our Zero to Ohm sales event. Plus, we're proud to sponsor the Country Thunder Music Festival in May. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Tampa on North Nebraska Avenue next to TGT Poker and Racebook now through April 29th for the grand opening sale. Get 2 times Overwards points on all Armor All wipes. Plus receive 2 times points on Valvoline Flex Fill Gear Oil, which means you can reach your next $5 reward
twice as fast. Right now at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, big power companies keep raising rates, but Solar Bear is fighting back and helping Floridians save. They're locally owned, not some giant national chain, and they've been in business for over a decade. With thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's most trusted solar installer. And right now, you'll pay nothing for 12 months. That is a full year of free energy. Stop paying more and more every month. Call Solar Bear today or visit them at solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com and take control of your power.
Hi, folks. Phil Esposito here, Hockey Hall of Famer. Well, who knew that I was going to go a little bit deaf? I lost my hearing a little bit. People kept telling me, what's wrong with you? You can't hear. So guess what? They were right. I went to Audibel. Audibel took care of me. It was incredible. Audibel, they are terrific. And by the way, Audibel's a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Book your free hearing test now at floridahearing.com. Hear better, live better.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Listen up, Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. So let's do it again and get vaccinated. We're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults under 50. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit vaxassist.com to schedule. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Welcome to Staples.
Hi, I hear Staples prints it all.
Oh, you bet. Posters, banners.
Can you print it all for Mother's Day?
Oh, of course. Photo gifts like canvas prints, photo puzzles.
Can you print it all for graduation?
Sure can. Custom cards and invites.
Can you print a huge banner with the grad's picture?
Oh, definitely.
Even an embarrassing baby picture?
Oh, those are the best kind.
I know, right?
Print it all for moms and grads at Staples. And right now, get 40% off custom cards, invites, and photo gifts. N75 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Scattered clouds in the forecast today. More big-time warmth as high temperatures go back up very close to that 90-degree mark again this afternoon. Mild and a bit muggy tonight with a low temperature near 70. Partly cloudy and hot for your Wednesday, and tomorrow's high temperature up right around 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
I still hate Dave Osterberg. Every time I hear his voice, I'm like, ugh. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. Good morning. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. We got a lot of things to give away this morning. Carmen, what are those things?
Okay, so we have tickets for Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn at the Capitol Theater, okay.
Baby Metal.
Okay.
Chris Brown.
Yep.
Kesha.
Yep.
Blink-182.
All right.
Thomas Rhett.
Yeah.
And Ice Cube.
Ice Cube going to be at the amphitheater doing Rapsy, as opposed to like 3-on-3 basketball or music. Or movies or something. He's actually doing old school. All right, let's do that and give it away right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. We go by what's on the paper here on this show. Carmen, what are we playing today?
That shouldn't be a problem today. These are going to be pretty straightforward, okay?
Okay.
We're going to be doing TV shows by state. I'm going to give you a name of a TV show. You're going to give me what state it was set in.
All right.
Okay? Your first one. Any day now.
New York.
Ohio.
The hell is Any Day Now?
Never heard
Any
of the
day
show.
now. It was. It had 8 seasons.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
On Mars or was it on Earth?
Are you thinking of One Day at a Time?
No.
Maybe we're missing out.
Alabama.
Can I
Hold
just
on, let's
look it up real quick?
Yeah.
Any Day Now is what it's called?
Yes. Any day now. It was in the
Any
late.
day.
And where was it?
90s. Alabama.
Oh, late 90s.
8 years, though.
American drama series. It's 2 ladies. It's a black lady, white lady.
Yes.
It's the one lady from Ghostbusters, Annie Potts.
All right.
And it is... I
hope they enjoy
I've never
Me either.
heard of it. I mean, it had to have been on Lifetime or something.
Yeah.
Hope they
It
enjoy
says
their
4
8-year run.
It says 4 seasons. 1998 drama, whatever. Growing up in racially segregated Birmingham, Alabama during the 1960s, Renee and Mary Elizabeth managed to stick together despite community intolerance of mixed friendships.
What a hoot.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
USA.
USA.
Oh, wait. It might just have been in the USA, but Network Lifetime. I was right. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that sounds right. All right, moving on.
No point.
No point. Your next one. True Blood.
Louisiana.
Florida. Oh.
Louisiana. Galvin. The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Rhode Island.
Chicago. Oh, it's states, isn't it?
Maryland.
Minnesota.
No
point. Smallville.
Kansas.
Mike. Northern Exposure.
Alaska.
Mike. Murder, She Wrote.
Connecticut.
Massachusetts.
Maine.
Maine.
So I knew it was somewhere up there. Damn it.
Mike Calta. CSI Crime Scene Investigation.
Florida.
Las Vegas.
Louisiana.
Nevada.
Nevada. No point. Family Guy.
Massachusetts.
Ohio.
No. Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Frasier.
Boston.
No.
Oh, that's right.
Massachusetts.
No. Washington.
I thought it was Boston.
Washington.
Washington.
That's right, states.
Never
States.
watched it.
Yes, states. Your next one. Laverne and Shirley.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Galvin.
Damn it.
States.
Little People, Big World.
Oregon.
Geo.
Love that show.
That you watched.
I did. I loved it. So
Not the
good.
great Frasier.
Newhart. What state?
New Hampshire. No.
What state was Newhart set in?
I can't believe I don't know this.
Vermont
Vermont.
That makes sense.
is what I was looking for. No point. Pap. We are halfway there.
Oh, man.
Gio on the board with a single point. Galvin has 2, and Michael is your leader by 1. He's winning with 3.
All right. 3.
Yeah, 3. Ozzy.
We are doing TV shows by states. You guys are giving me the states. Your next one, Alice.
California.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah,
Galvin.
that's right.
There's a new girl in town, and she's blah, blah, blah.
Good.
And Mel Sharples.
Kiss my grits.
Designing Women.
New York.
Tennessee.
Designing Women.
Alabama.
Georgia.
Oh.
Dynasty.
Texas. What?
California.
Dynasty.
was in
Colorado.
Really? It should have been in Texas.
Yeah.
ER.
Illinois.
New York.
Illinois. Geo. Gilmore Girls.
Georgia.
Pennsylvania.
Massachusetts.
Connecticut.
Damn it. My wife's yelling at the radio. Favorite show.
Home Improvement.
Michigan.
Yep.
Damn it.
Geo.
Surprisingly, also my brother's favorite show, Gilmore Girls.
Do I get any points whenever Gio says Michigan and I say yep?
No.
No, I'll give
Not a
you
half
half.
a point.
No, I'll give you half my point.
Not a half a point. Seinfeld.
New York.
Geo.
Oh, I never watched it.
I know.
It's gotta hurt. The Andy Griffith Show.
That is.
Georgia.
Alabama.
The Andy Griffith Show.
Tennessee.
North Carolina. The Office.
Pennsylvania.
Galvin. The Sopranos.
New Jersey.
Galvin. WKRP.
Ohio.
Ohio. Galvin. And Pap. We are on the last three.
Michael with 3 points. Gio has 4, and Galvin is your leader right now by 2. He's winning with 6.
Oof.
All right, we're doing TV shows by states. You guys are giving me the states. Last 3. Here we go. The Brady Bunch.
California.
Geo. Miami Vice.
Florida.
Geo.
Hold on.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
guys tied?
Are we tied?
Gio and Galvin both have 6.
All right, here I
And
come.
Mike has
What?
3.
Mike has 3.
Mike, you are out.
Oh,
This is just between Galvin and Geo.
I know. I'll answer if they can't get it.
Last one. Here we go. Cheers.
Boston. Massachusetts.
No.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Buy the paper!
The come from behind win.
Damn it. I kept on saying
Carmen,
cities.
what's the paper saying that one?
Massachusetts.
That's the right one.
Yeah.
That's the right one.
Your final score, Mike with 3 points, Galvin with 6, and Gio is your triumphant champion
Yeah,
today.
say it, Joe. Say it, Joe. Say it, Joe.
He won with 7.
Yeah. Eat a
And-
W, everybody.
And Streak Slayer.
Streak Slayer.
Yeah.
That was a
feels
good run.
That's
I was
my-
going for 8.
That's my 5th win of the year.
What did the year today total?
He's so out of breath.
I got so nervous. The year-to-date total is Mike, you have 44. Galvin is 23.
Oof.
And I now have 5.
5.
Yeah.
All right, well, pick a line.
Eat a
Joe.
W. Line 5.
Line 5. All right. Good morning. Who is this?
Ray.
Ray, you are the winner as a result of Gio's success. I will put you on hold. Carmen will grab you down the break, and we'll hook you up with the prize, Ray.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Have a good
brother.
day.
Thank you. That is Ray on line 5, Carmen.
So you're telling me Boston is not a state?
It is not.
Not yet. Not yet. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have Prepare to Die.
Oh.
Do we really need it? And it's a family affair.
All right. Galvin has your news. And don't forget, we got the bone bonus. First one coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll give you the bone bonus keyword. You put it in the app, and you can win $1,000. If you do not have the app, it is simple. You download it. It is free. You can get it at the App Store. And then it'll show you right there on the app where to put the keyword in, and boom, you can win $1,000. It'll happen at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. We'll take a quick break, and news is next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County had an earlier wreck southbound 75 just before Moccasin Wallow Road. Crews have since moved that to the left shoulder. Still looking at about a 20-minute delay to get around it. Also, a disabled vehicle in Pinellas County, northbound US 19 at Roosevelt, has that right lane blocked. Already a very busy area and even busier now, so give yourself extra time if that's where you're headed. Pasco County has a wreck that has northbound Suncoast Parkway closed. That's between Ridge Road and State Road 52. Looks like backups all the way to Lutz Lake Fern Road. I'm Monica with traffic. This report is brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Tampa. Renewal by Anderson's 1 month only sale, $300 off all windows, $825 off patio doors. Check them out at rbafla.com.
My. Lots going on in the news lately, huh? And I think it's safe to say that there has been a flurry of activity when it comes to the immediate economic landscape. We'll have to see how everything shakes out. But if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now might be a good time to pull the trigger. And my friends at Stingray are in a great position to help you out. Inventory is fantastic with 700 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. And if you want to avoid paying too much, you can automatically save $1,000 to $1,500 right now just by choosing Stingray Chevrolet. That's because Stingray Chevy has no dealer fee. That's what most of the other dealers charge on top of the price of the car, and it's just to make a profit for them and a wallet drainer for you. So if you're concerned about what a vehicle may cost down the road, you can do something about that right now and head over to Stingray Chevrolet, where they always price their vehicles fairly and never charge a hefty dealer fee. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Together, let's drive.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
My breakfast needs two things: eggs and to be easy on my wallet. But these days, that's hard to find. Luckily, I know where to look. McDonald's. And now as part of the buy one, add one for $1 breakfast deal, I get the breakfast I want at the price I love. From the Egg McMuffin to a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, or even the sausage McMuffin with egg. My wallet and my taste buds stay happy. But hurry, these sandwiches and this deal won't last. Back up your next breakfast at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now, that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order, and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others. What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, costly repairs. You don't have to do them. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close within days. One of their satisfied clients, Tracy, said, quote, "The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate was fantastic. It could not have gone any better, and we received an offer higher than we were expecting. I wholeheartedly recommend Mark Spain Real Estate," end quote. With over 12,500 five-star reviews just like Tracy's, you could trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Mark Spain Real Estate has been serving families for nearly 30 years and has helped over 67,500 satisfied clients. So spring into action and sell your home with confidence. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
If you're a contractor who excavates, you can put time on the side of safe digging. Help locators save time and work efficiently by not requesting your tickets too far in advance, by giving detailed location descriptions, and by always pre-marking with white paint. Working together works better. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy
the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said, I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches of my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Spring into savings at Crown Kia because it's all about location, location, location.
And Abby, it's all about selection, selection, selection. We have a sea of new Kias out there.
Over 400 new Kias available to choose from. Hurry in to shop our huge selection of no tariff inventory and save on a new Kia. Drive for only $219 a month.
Plus, no market adjustment or dealer installed options.
Crown Kia, the better way to buy.
And service.
CrownKia.com. For lease information and more details, call 1-800-371-0942.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Bulls Nation, get ready to be the Thunder for the 2025 playoffs, presented by Advent Health. Tickets for round 1 against the Florida Panthers are on sale now. To secure your tickets and everything Lightning playoffs, visit TampaBayLightning.com/2025 playoffs.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Scattered clouds in the forecast today. More big-time warmth as high temperatures go back up very close to that 90-degree mark again this afternoon. Mild and a bit muggy tonight with a low temperature near 70. Partly cloudy and hot for your Wednesday, and tomorrow's high temperature up right around 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
For the Mike Calta Show, it's 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus keyword will come out at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll give you that word. You'll put it in the Bone app. You could win $1,000. It happens at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. First one's coming up right after news. You got your Tampa Bay Lightning playing hockey tonight, Game 1, as they welcome the Florida Panthers for Game 1 of the Round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Then another game on Thursday at home. Ask the Dom will be here in the 8 o'clock hour this week to take your legal calls. And then maybe Kevin Smith will join us in the 9 o'clock hour.
I feel good about it.
All right. I like the way you feel.
What a day. A win, streak slayer. What a day.
A guest actually calls in that you booked.
Mm-hmm.
Would be
actually,
a new
also,
day.
I doubled your score, so your rule is now gone.
Oh, that just happened.
I want to sprinkle that on top
that
of
just happened.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's time for a change. I've dominated that rule so long. It was
Listen,
old.
I enjoyed that
Don't
rule.
try and turn the tables on him. Let him enjoy it.
Listen,
I enjoyed the rule.
thank you for doing that, Gio.
You're welcome.
He was just saying the other day, he was like, I've had this rule too long.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody.
The burden of this rule. Too much. Yeah.
Please. Somebody.
Thank you for allowing me to claim my 5th win of the year.
Listen,
I appreciate
very proud
it.
of you.
Thank
I
you.
like your 5th win is composed to my 44.
Yeah.
Or 43, something along those lines. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Carmen, I don't feel good today.
Oh, boy.
No.
That protein shake?
Yeah.
Carmen, he is farting so much.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I smell it.
I smell it too. And now that's his new thing. So if you smell it, tell me. I told him, and he goes, no.
Yeah.
No, you smell it the minute it came out. I made a noise, and you were, I smell it. How do you smell it so fast?
I smelled
It's
the
impossible.
last one.
What last one?
The 14 other ones that you did.
Listen,
when you
today
push,
is not the same as other days. Today they're protein shake farts. You might be smelling them.
it's you do it, and then that pushes the last one that you did over.
Further away.
Yeah,
I got you.
So
I got you.
Spreads like wildfire.
it's crazy.
Oh. Well, I won't do it anymore.
I wish we just set the place on fire.
I won't.
It'd smell better.
Alexa, stop. I had to shut the lights off. Yeah, I went to the dentist yesterday, Carmen, and they take your blood pressure at the dentist.
No, they don't. They do for you.
Yeah, I was just saying.
That's not standard.
They have never taken my blood pressure. But
Normal dentist
When's the last time you went to
practice.
the dentist?
like a few months ago.
2 weeks ago, I had my.
They have never,
Yes.
ever taken my blood pressure at the dentist office. Not
very
even
odd.
whenever I got a tooth pulled, they didn't take. Like, they didn't do anything. Have you?
No.
Have you?
No.
Yeah. So it's not odd. Your situation's odd that they're taking your blood pressure. Are you sure you're at the dentist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe you were just. But I've never had that happen.
Same.
You've never taken your blood pressure at the dentist
No.
office?
No.
Huh? Well, my blood pressure was normal.
That's good.
Yeah.
The dentist doesn't know.
Looks good to me.
Meanwhile, he has a tire pump. He's like, I don't know.
Did you say it's the lowest it had been in a long time?
Yeah, it was great.
They need to calibrate that machine, maybe.
I think I'm done talking to you people. There's nothing but
Stop making statements that,
What was my statement? I went to the dentist yesterday and they took my blood pressure.
That I'm crazy that they've never taken my blood pressure.
You told me you hadn't been to the dentist in years.
When?
The last time we talked about the dentist. Yeah. That's why I was asking you. Maybe it was something they started doing recently.
I've been to the dentist recently.
Okay, well, that's why I was mistaken. You last time we talked about going to the dentist, I talked about how I hadn't been there in a long time, and you said I hadn't been there in years.
I had my tooth pulled last cruise.
Well, I'm talking about for a teeth cleaning. I don't know why you were there, but that was the conversation that we had on the air, and that's why I'm just saying I thought maybe you didn't go in a long time. Maybe it was something new that they started to do.
Your dentist is more thorough. That's good.
Oh.
Or maybe it's just I don't know.
But
I go
if you
every
would like
6
to
months.
know, even though none of us
Right.
have had our blood pressure taken,
Right.
I Googled it, and it says, yes, most dental offices routinely take patients' blood pressure as part of the initial examination.
Interesting. It's making me feel like I was going to a weird dentist for a second. Now, do they also check your prostate?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
that's
good.
always
That's always happened to
I
me.
say that has to be normal, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Worst part of going to my dentist is I always hit my head on the van when I'm getting out.
Wait, no.
What? No.
I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with this.
You said you weren't feeling well, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
said
my
you got your blood
blood pressure was
pressure
good.
taken from your odd dentist.
My dentist isn't odd.
Uh,
Twice they took it. I made them double check it just to make sure it was good, and it was good twice.
That's
Yet I
great.
still feel terrible today.
Wow.
It's the protein shake. You can't have a protein shake on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Especially if you're because I know you don't really do well with protein shakes to begin with.
No, it definitely tore out my stomach.
Yeah.
I had to go to a different doctor. I had to go to a foot doctor the other day.
Did he take your blood pressure?
No, but he did make me take a spelling test. Is that normal?
I mean, I haven't been to the foot doctor, so I can't confirm or deny.
I went
that.
to my dermatologist. He had me doing swim lessons.
Wow.
Did he ask you to spell asshole? Is that one of the words?
Mike.
Hey, wait a second.
Osborne.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, it happened yesterday, but we're finding out more. Pope Francis died of a cerebral stroke and irreversible heart failure. That's according to the Vatican's top doctor. Francis was 88. The stroke led to a coma, and then that was the irreversible cardiocirculatory collapse. That's according to the Vatican's health department.
So Pope's down. Vacancy is open.
Right.
Bunch of cardinals swirling around.
Sometime in May, we'll have a new pope.
Turkelson, that's the guy.
Peter
Turkson.
I
think is what it was,
Peter
right?
Turkson Caicos.
That's Black Pope.
Yeah, that's Black. He's the leader. Him and Asian Pope are in the lead right now.
Blope.
Blope? Is that what he said? Blope, yeah. Blope and Blasian Pope are in the are in the lead or in the running, everybody says.
Where do we vote?
We don't get to vote. We're not bishops. We're not our cardinals.
Well, this is not my Pope then.
No. Well, you've never voted for
Not my vote, not my Pope.
Nope.
That's how it works. We got to vote Pope.
Do they get to pick any name they want, or do they have to pick
from a list?
Oh, from a list, yeah. I'm sure it's saints, but
I'm not sure. I learned more about the Pope yesterday than I have in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, I was so out of the loop.
I do want to try and watch that Conclave movie. I feel like now is an appropriate time.
Oh, they're like, oh, man, here it comes. We're going to make all the money.
So many people yesterday told me, you should watch Conclave. You should watch Conclave.
Yeah.
Have you watched Conclave?
I will watch it. I just, I get in bed and I'm like, oh, let me watch a movie. And then as soon as I turn it on, if I'm watching a movie, it's Tombstone and anything else is Seinfeld.
By the way, you'll see the twist. It's it's good acting, whatever, but the twist. Names are freely chosen by popes and not based on any system, so they can choose whatever they want.
So I wonder why they all. Well, John was the first pope, and Paul was Saint Paul.
What if they just want to keep their name? They have.
Oh,
Turkson can't be Pope Turkson.
Popes and Turks and Caicos is not going to work out.
No.
In 1978, Cardinal Albino Lucchini, how you like that, became the first pope to take a double name, John Paul I, to honor his immediate predecessor, John Paul XXIII.
Oh.
That's weird. You just have to give up your name.
A lot of John Pauls.
Well, it's like getting married.
Okay.
I always ask my wife, I go, is that weird? She goes, what? I go, that for all your life you're one name and now you're just another name? She's like, no.
I know it's weird to me that I think that my daughters eventually will not have my last name.
Yeah.
Oh.
If they get married.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like. I was all cool about these things until recently.
Isn't it weird to think of that?
Yeah. Juliana's starting to look like a young woman now, and it's really bugging me a little.
Dude, I told you it happens overnight.
Yeah.
One day you're sitting there, you're like, oh my gosh, like the little kid is gone.
Just came in a dress with blonde hair the other day. I go, who are you? What is going on with you?
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I told her yesterday, I go, some guy wants you to read mean tweets again. She's like, no. Well, you used to be so cool when you were
Next
a kid.
thing, she's going to prom.
Yeah,
then she's going on spring break.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yep.
No.
Then she becomes Black Pope.
No.
What?
That's what happens.
Can't wait.
Time to blope it up.
Dominus Robiscus.
Then all of a sudden her dentist is taking her blood pressure. It's all over.
You should if it's a good dentist.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth used his personal phone to send information about U.S. military operations in Yemen to a 13-person signal group chat, including his wife and his brother.
This is again?
Yeah.
Separate one.
He did so after an aide had warned him to be careful not to share sensitive information on an unsecure communication system before the Yemen operation. The development comes about a month after it became public that Hegseth shared details of strikes in Yemen in a separate signal chat with top administration officials. The editor-in-chief of The Atlantic was mistakenly added to that chain.
Can I just say that I was very shocked. I like Pete, but I was very shocked when they picked the mic, and you guys were like, well, yeah, but he's never been there. Could be there. I was like, it just doesn't seem like he's got the experience.
I thought his military experience was enough, but clearly it's not. It's amateur hour.
It is amateur hour.
Like you got to, if he's sending chats now to his family members, it's got to be, hey, check this out. Isn't it cool? We're going to bomb Yemen. Like, what is that?
And you have an aide going, hey, be careful. Make sure you. I got it.
How often do you discuss work things with your wife?
Very rarely.
Same.
Yeah,
like,
unless there's tea, unless there's some good tea, but work stuff. It's like, man,
I don't. My wife's not included on any of my text messages. I can assure you of that.
Yeah, she's not interested at all, really.
No, And also, it's none of her business.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially,
I know how bored I am when she talks about people at her work.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I can't imagine even accidentally adding my wife to a text chain.
She'll ask me things about the show, maybe something she heard, but like inner working stuff,
Right.
never.
Does she even listen to the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. I feel like she doesn't really. I feel like she still doesn't like me since I didn't say hello to her Publix at one time.
Yeah,
she blew her off. So
Yeah, she said you didn't say a word to her on the cruise. Made her feel uncomfortable.
So not true. So what is terrible?
Today is Earth Day, and according to a new report, the average American experiences eco guilt almost once a week. That's feeling like you could be doing more to help the environment.
Well, we all could be doing more to help the environment.
Well, there you go.
Would I say we feel
Guilt.
guilty about it? I don't know about that.
But I mean, yeah, it's even like if you're driving and you're like, I gotta throw this out. I'm not gonna throw it out the window.
I don't throw it out the window. I'm not a litter bug.
No.
no.
I'm not a litter bug. I do separate the garbage. We do have some recycled garbage as opposed to.
I don't do that at all.
See,
Well, we have to here.
I try and recycle, but do you follow all the rules? Do you rinse it out? Do you remove the label? You know
No.
but that's what I'm saying. So like they say, like 95% of recycle still ends up in a landfill in the trash because no one does it properly.
Wait a second. You're supposed to take the label off and rinse it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
No one's ever told me that.
Exactly, but it's so ridiculous. And then there's some labels that can be recycled. There's some labels that you have to take off and put in the trash. They're like the water bottles. You're supposed to take the caps off and stuff. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like I figured.
I've never heard these rules.
You know who told her all this?
My dentist.
Yes.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, it was so funny because I was over at the Sound and I had a Liquid Death and I finished it and I went to throw it away and the trash can had two different holes for like this and this and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know which one, and I just went and threw it away and ran.
I watched that episode of Penn and Teller BS.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
debunked the whole thing. So
Right.
that's why since then I'm out.
That it costs more.
Yeah.
And it's not effective. And
Somebody else is making money.
Yeah.
They give me a blue can and a green can, and I have to put them both out. So I put the recycled water bottles and cans and stuff in the blue can. I'm not rinsing anything out. I'm not taking caps off. I'm not doing any of that.
So I have a blue can and a green can, and my blue can is pristine.
Yeah.
I have never used it in my entire life.
And they don't give you a hard time?
Nobody's
They give us a hard time here if we don't. Yeah.
I would just go, why? You show me reports and break it down for me and tell me why.
I just don't want to deal with people. Like, okay, cool. I'll make Joe roll it to the curb.
Well, you're a sheep.
I'll ask you.
You're a sheep.
No.
It's starting to feel like an annual tradition. Panthers versus Lightning in the NHL playoffs. The battle for Florida happens. The matchup has seemed to decide which team will eventually get to the Stanley Cup final. Here we go again. Defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers will be in Tampa tonight for Game 1 of an Eastern Conference first round series happening tonight. The start of the fourth postseason meeting in 5 years between the Sunshine State rivals. Tampa Bay won the East title in 2020, 2021, and 2022. Florida is trying to match that run of their success, winning the East in 23 and 24 and trying for 25. Ain't going to happen, Panthers. Beat it.
You can hear that game in its entirety here and the whole series on 102.5 The Bone, the official home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
That game will start. I don't know what time tonight. I know it's
8:30. 8:30 tonight. 6:30 on Thursday, and then they head down to South Florida for Saturday 1 o'clock game.
I was reading a stat yesterday. The Lightning have made 8 consecutive playoff appearances now.
Nice.
Wow.
Like, what a run.
I mean, obviously it's the players too, but you got to give that love to Cooper.
Yeah. I mean,
that's solid. Right?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know who's going to be out? And I love to say his name, Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand's going to be out, so that's no good. But we'll see if he gets healthy and gets back in there. But go Lightning. We'll see what happens. 31% of American adults hang on to old devices because they aren't sure what to do with them. 19% of people do throw them away. Others try to sell them or give them to friends or family or donate them. You can donate them as well. You know, there's a lot of women's shelters that'll take cell phones. And
I have them only so that I can find them at one point and go, oh, man, look at how big this used to be.
yeah,
That's
or
it.
how weird this was.
Right.
Oh, we used to have to like type on this.
But
stuff.
then the other day I found my Generation 1 white iPod. the big fat one.
Yeah.
And I go, what am I going to do with this? And somebody was like, they're offering $1,000 for them on eBay.
Yeah, you can get some money. I have a couple different. I have the iPod with the video screen that's like an inch by inch and a half. You know?
I love that. That was the best.
Yeah.
That guy used to sit there and watch movies on the airplane.
Yep.
That was good.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I bought it for.
Yep.
I think it was when we were going to Ireland, I may have bought it because I was like, all right, well, need to watch a movie or something, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Look on eBay and see. But also your other devices, your cell phones and stuff, you're like, I don't think I want anybody to have this. Who knows what's still on there?
Man, back when the video iPod came out, like the record company would just send those to the station all the time. And we all had iPods because we added like Trapped or something to the playlist.
That's one of the things we did not benefit from being at the Bone is music radio.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get any of the perks of being on a music radio station. We didn't get concert tickets. We didn't get backstage passes. We didn't get Sony products. We didn't get any of that stuff. Apple products.
When that red U2 special edition iPod came out, the record company sent us a bunch of those. And I think I sold it online.
Yeah. I went to New York one time, and Shark's like, what are you going up to New York for? And I go, a bunch of my friends are going to see Pearl Jam. He's like, I can get you tickets for that. I'm like, now I'm like, please.
I don't think that those hookups happen anymore.
No. I think they happen. I remember when I needed a laptop, and when I worked at 98 Rock, and Brad Harden was like, all right, play the Incubus record so we can get him a laptop. And that was a trade-off.
That's how I got my Xbox. That's how I got my iPad and or iPod. And the iPod was at the time a big deal. Like, it was expensive.
I worked at a new rock station up in Louisville, and they would add new music all the time. Every week they would take us to lunch. Like, we would be out to lunch. The program director would be like, you want to get lunch? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Just whatever you want, order, get stuff to go. It was crazy.
Yeah,
good times.
Good old days.
This is pretty crazy. You may have seen this on social media. Two sisters gave an eyewitness account after a carjacker caused a deadly crash in Australia yesterday. The interview is all over social media because they're identical twins. And they also talk in unison.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen this? When I first saw it, I thought it was like a skit or a joke or something. But this is a real, man on the street interview with these two sisters. Take a listen to this. It's pretty unbelievable. Here we go.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum. And he went up there and he was coming back down towards us. And he goes, run, he's got a gun.
Oh, my God.
And our heart started to pound. And I
Stop
said,
real quick,
Mum,
Carmen. Stop real quick. So that is not an audio delay or something going on. That's two identical sisters telling the story at the same time.
In the same words.
Same words in same inflection and everything. That's so weird. Go ahead, play a little bit more.
Mum. And poor mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave mum, she goes, are you all right? Because he had all blood all over his face. And he goes, I'll shoot you. She goes, hey, I'm here to help. And mum distracted him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and mum ran into the bush behind
nuts.
But don't you know you're doing that? Like,
yes,
how annoying
they've probably
that
been
is?
doing that their whole life.
Right. If I was their mom, I'd be like, stop talking at the same time.
Oh, I'd be girls. Oh, I'd use that sexually. That's all I could think of. Yeah.
I think it's their gimmick they're doing.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it's like some weird mind thing.
I think they're just so used to doing it, the one just follows the other one.
I think so, too. I mean, you can do it. Like, if you just start saying something, I could follow you.
All right, let's try it.
You want to go? Or?
Yeah. And then we went down to the store, and I got a drink. And then I bought Calvin a drink. And then we both drank our drinks together. Yeah, it's not hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of, obviously I'm stumbling through it, whatever.
My guess is they've got a TikTok page, and they've got they're influencers, I bet.
They're older Australian ladies. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, it could be.
That's
whatever.
pretty interesting.
But it's just weird. And also, if I was the reporter, I would have ruined the thing because I would have said, one at a time, please.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't have gone anywhere.
What's worse? Fake characters like Ellie Shava that are becoming millionaires on TikTok.
She just hit 1 million.
She hit 1 million followers. Yeah, which if you haven't seen it, is a fake foreign college student.
Yeah.
Who's experiencing all these things for the first time. It's all fake.
When she first showed up in my algorithm, she had I think 800 followers.
Oh,
so
really?
What is her deal? Is she want to be a stand-up comedian, or does she do acting or anything, or is it just
a character,
like a goofy thing that she did for her friends, and then they're like, you should put that online?
I think that's it. She did that, and then it blew up.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I mean now she's pretty funny. Like some of the stuff they're doing is pretty funny.
So what's worse, that or
my wife? I was so disappointed when I told her the other day it was fake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I follow her. She's so cute. I go, it's all fake.
When I found out it was fake too, I was like, oh, really?
Fake characters like that.
Yeah.
Or my son told me, which I think we talked about last week, was the porn chicks who are using AI to make them Down syndrome.
That's wild.
That is awful.
That's real?
wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you see the
I
Down
saw one,
syndrome,
yeah.
that's in the gym and the workout clothes has a banging body, and you're like, whoa.
And she's like, nothing wrong with being Down syndrome. It's still sexy. And I'm like, I don't understand how this is happening.
That's a scumbag.
That
move.
is scummy, right?
Yeah.
But there's also, because there's a lot of that. There's people that pretend like they have Tourette's. There's people that pretend like they have Asperger's or autism
I know,
and
but
stuff.
using AI to distort your face is pretty awful.
Wild.
Yeah, I was, and then for a second I was like, oh.
I mean, at least the other girl is doing a character, and she came up with something,
cute. Yeah.
you know, and doing that, whatever. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people that may have thought that was real and got duped by it.
Yeah.
But that, like, pretending you have a genetic disorder or
Right.
whatever I don't know what the proper terminology is for it, but pretending that, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's insulting, I think, to the people who do have it. And
It's insulting to the girls with Down syndrome that have rockin' bodies.
That's true. That's true, too.
I don't know. Today is National Jelly Bean Day. Perfect. Just had Easter, so anybody got any jelly beans?
I'm a fan.
No, I could do without them.
I ate no Easter candy this year. None at all.
I am not a jelly bean guy. Candy guy, really.
I bought my wife Jelly Bellies for Easter, and she texted me last night, and she goes, I just ate 6 Jelly Bellies. And I went, that's all that I want in the world.
Those are good.
My wife got my son a jelly bean lizard or iguana or something. It is about 10 inches long, and it's like, how would you even eat that thing?
Oh, you mean it's made of
jelly?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's so disgusting.
Yeah.
My kids used to get the Harry Potter Jelly Bellies, and
they have like gross flavors.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
like one tastes like cherry, the next one tastes like rotten fish, and
throw up,
dirt, and boogers and stuff. Yeah, those are fun to eat.
It's pretty gross.
No, thank you. People on social media are talking about things that we are 100% brainwashed into believing that we actually need, but don't really need.
Well, you got me on the recycling already.
Yeah. Some of the other stuff, an endless stream of clothes and accessories to follow every trend.
Definitely don't need that.
No, you don't need that at all. I mean, if you're younger and you're trying to fit in with the thing, that's the thing. You know,
I don't need that.
Yeah.
Maybe younger. Yeah.
Right. Expensive weddings. You don't need expensive weddings. You also don't need expensive funerals.
But you do want to have a good wedding.
Well,
it doesn't need to be expensive, but you do want to have a good celebration of your wedding.
Sure, absolutely. But what the thing is, and what a lot of people are doing now, is you can like donate to them instead. First off, if you're going to a wedding, don't give them anything. If they have a registry, whatever, and they're like moving into a new home and they need this and this and this, okay, whatever. But otherwise, cash is king. Cash works. Don't go out on your own and pick. I got him a bowl. That's a thing. Nobody cares.
A lot of times now they do it through Amazon. You click one button, it just sends right to their house. And
do
done.
that would be fine. But a lot of people are doing a thing where you just donate to their honeymoon.
Yeah,
and they have a big honeymoon, and the money goes to that, whatever. But if you have a nice wedding, you can have it in someone's backyard and do a thing. Get a DJ, have liquor, have fun.
My wife and I never went on a honeymoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went on enough vacations together afterwards, but we never went on a honeymoon.
Official honeymoon?
Yeah, we had a cruise planned, a work cruise planned a couple of weeks after we got married, and we're like, we'll just go on that for now.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We actually did go to Biloxi one weekend, but I'd hardly call that a honeymoon.
We did Key West. Yeah. We did Key West, and it was pretty
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do like an official. We really didn't have the time off of work at the time.
Time off of work and extra money. I mean, that loot that we made from the wedding, we were using to pay for the house and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Some of the other stuff that you're talked into believing that you actually need, social media. You don't need social media.
Oh, that's not true.
I will say when we went to North Carolina for spring break and I did that like 3-4 day
unplug.
Yeah, unplug. That was amazing. It really,
was it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. And it's actually helped me like cut back on my screen time since then.
It's funny because I got my wife the internet package for the cruise. I said, I got you the internet. And she goes, oh, you did? And I go, yeah. I go, what's wrong? And she goes, oh, I was kind of going to take a little break on the cruise and not do social media. And I go, I can give it back. I can get a refund. She's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we didn't get the internet package. We took pictures and stuff like that, and then when we just waited when we got back and posted them. But yeah,
I don't know that I'm quite at a position in my life to do that. I am too
You're an
dependent.
addict.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Bobby said that, and Bobby goes, "You're addicted to your phone." I go, "Don't say it like you just discovered it. I'll be the first person to tell you."
Hard Rock Bet did an update yesterday.
Oh.
It was down for a little while. People lost their mind.
Yeah.
People, not only did people lose their mind, people thought that I apparently run the Hard Rock Bet app.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought so too.
I had to write to people and be like, "Do you think that there's a switch over here at my house that I flip and do this stuff?"
You control it.
You don't need, Carmen, you don't need a 12-step skincare routine.
I know. I don't have one.
All right.
I shave.
I'm saying, oh, Jesus.
I
that's so
shave
weird.
and I use lotion. That's it.
Overpriced makeup and personal hygiene products. There's a lot of makeup that you can get that's the same stuff, but that's just not, packaged and have the name and stuff. There is some that's better and some that's worse, but there is some that I guarantee is half the price of whatever designer, and it's the exact same stuff.
When we go out in a setting where there's a lot of people, I could see who's wearing the cheap makeup. Not that it's their fault.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. It's just they're not good at applying it. There is a big difference. There's people
that has a lot to do with it for
Right.
sure.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Because I remember you said about we were talking about suits before, and I never wear a suit, and you were like, yeah, but you can tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference between.
If you saw a guy standing there with a custom suit on that was tailored to him, and a guy who took one off the rack, they both could be very nice suits, but you will immediately tell the difference between the two.
I don't think I could because
you will
I
see
think
the way they fit.
But that's it. Is the thing about that is what I always say about like Brad Pitt and Ryan Reynolds and this and that. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool outfit. What is that? Jeans and a T-shirt. It just looks better on them. If you're in good shape,
No,
and you know what I mean.
If you get a suit that is a 42 long, and then you get a suit that's a 42 long, and it's tailored to you, it looks entirely different on you. You would notice immediately.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is if Ryan Reynolds is in a suit, and
I'm in a suit,
right,
he's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
but what
and
I'm
his
saying
suit
is,
off the rack may look better than your
right. What I'm
custom
saying
suit.
is, if you put two together that are the same,
yes, if I tried them both on, I would go, oh yeah, this one's much better. I get that, but I'm saying if I walk into a party and you're wearing a suit and Ryan Reynolds is wearing a suit, not just because of he's a movie star or whatever, just the body type, I'd go, oh, that's a good looking suit.
I'm going to tell you, I think that I disagree with you because I think that a majority of the time that you see these celebrities, they are wearing tailored clothes.
I'm sure.
Even jeans.
And
they're
I'm
wearing
sure they're
tailored
very
clothes.
expensive.
Yeah.
Even their T-shirts that I say, oh, what is that, jeans and the T-shirt? T-shirt, meanwhile, is $385
Right.
for the T-shirt. It's like crazy. Super white teeth to the point where it looks unnatural. You've seen people that have those teeth where you're like,
just don't have brown teeth.
Roman Reigns has like super crazy.
Chiclets.
Yeah.
But also like the overdone where it's like huge. Whenever people get like fake teeth, didn't Big J get fake teeth and like they were too big for a while?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's just a weird look. Plastic surgery, butt implants, butt lifts, those
What about
type of things.
beard dyeing?
Beard dyeing, they say that's weird. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, there's some girls they're just naturally pretty and they just ruin their face. They just do
Yeah,
that.
it's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's like,
you
man,
see that all the time. Where you're like, she was like naturally pretty.
Yeah.
Now she looks old and busted because she got stuff done.
Yeah, I would rather you just look old and graceful. I mean, Demi Moore had a lot of stuff done too, but she looks pretty good.
It depends on how much money you have and what doctor you go to. Where some people can pull it off and it looks good.
Like, I feel like if Demi Moore didn't do anything, she still would look pretty hot.
Yeah.
A little older, but still hot.
Right. Fabric softener. You don't actually need fabric softener.
If you want to have soft fabric, you do.
No, you can use vinegar. That's a natural fabric softener.
Yeah,
And a
smell
lot
like
cheaper.
vinegar.
Yeah,
vinegar
you
clothes?
No, you don't smell it because it washes out with your detergent, but it's a natural. It's okay.
No, I'm saying that's interesting.
Yeah, but you can't smell it. It's like anything, like when you use vinegar to get like odors out of stuff.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't smell like vinegar after it dries and it kills the odors.
Okay.
So
You don't need the newest phone every year.
I do.
Do you get it every year?
Nah, about every other year.
I don't. I usually go a few years in between, like 3-4 years.
I only do it if there's something that you need on it.
Yeah.
Like the ChatGPT stuff, the AI stuff, The camera was different. I mean, there was a lot of things on this phone that was a little bit better.
I don't know enough and do enough stuff, whatever, to know. By all accounts, Androids are better. The only reason I have an iPhone is because everybody else has an iPhone. And I don't want to be the green one in the thing. And, it's like, I don't know.
Carmen, you said you're going to get away from the iPhone soon, right?
See, I was thinking about it, and basically I was just going to wait until this one completely cut me off and I couldn't upgrade it and stuff anymore. But now the more research I do, the iPhone is more user-friendly.
Yeah.
Samsung and stuff like that, it would be a huge learning curve. And now I'm like, I don't know. So right now, I think I have a 15 or a 14. So,
Carmen, Joe agreed with you. He doesn't have his microphone on. No, you didn't have your microphone on.
I was chewing. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. This one.
I think I'd rather you chew into the microphone.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
This one, hear me out before you jump in. A lot of things for babies. Don't need new things. Someone said babies don't need things parents think that they need. It's always things that the parents think that the baby needs. Same thing goes for your dog. There's a lot of stuff that people do get for their dogs that the dogs don't need. Think of dogs in the 70s. They were totally fine. They ate out of the trash.
Backs.
Yeah, drank out of a puddle. And they lived to be 23 years old.
My dog's got so many toys and stuff. Everybody goes somewhere. I'm like, he'll love this. I buy him a toy.
Yeah, and think of the life, you're making sure that they have the water from the, the filtration system for the water and this, and you're making the dog's food and doing everything, which is great. It's fine. You can do that, but they don't necessarily need that.
Maybe he loves it. I can tell he likes it.
You don't need to do a gender reveal. Nobody needs a gender reveal. You're doing it because you want to, and you want to celebrate and do that stuff. Whatever.
Just an extra party.
None of it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's all for fun.
That was not a thing when my kids were.
Me either.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to know right away. I got to start playing in that bedroom.
It happened with my brother's first son. They did a cake that they cut into, and it was blue. Right.
Yeah.
And that was it. It wasn't
How long ago was that?
14 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My kids are teenagers, and that wasn't a thing that I remember.
No,
that was one of the first times it was brought to my attention. I go, oh, yeah, that's clever. And that was it.
we went to get the sonogram, and they said, do you want to know? We said, yes. They said, it's a boy. And
Same.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah. A replacement, you can fix stuff. You don't always need another one. Sometimes it's just easier, though.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all about getting a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime that something breaks, I just get a new one.
Yeah, and a lot of time I just go to my Amazon thing and buy again, and I go, yeah, I liked it. I'll buy it again.
That's the thing. Amazon's made it so easy for us to just get a new one.
You don't need to carry a water bottle around with you.
If a TV broke in my house, there's nothing. I have one TV that's 85 inches. There's no way in the world I would ever get it fixed. I would just get a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they said it's only a $25 fuse, but I got to take it to take it off the wall, take it to a TV shop, get it fixed, bring it back, rehang, just get a new TV.
You have piles of TVs around the house.
I do have so many TVs.
They're all over the
Carmen,
place.
do you need a TV?
Yeah, I can always use one.
I got an extra one if you need one.
Okay.
But I was in Walmart the other day, and I went past a 70 whatever TV, and it was $300 and some dollars. I go, this is ridiculous. That's how I bought my last TV. I was in Walmart, didn't need a TV, but it was such a good deal. I got to buy this TV.
That's what Dino says. Dino goes, my wife will call me every once in a while and go, they got 65 inches for $100. We got to buy them.
Yeah.
You just have to have them.
That's why the videos you see where the people are punching the TV after a game.
Yeah,
It's like, who cares? It's not that shocking
I'm thinking
anymore.
about doing that this year. The Bucks lose, I'm going to destroy my TV.
Let's do it.
See if I get a couple clicks.
You don't need to carry a water bottle around with you all day to drink water. The people always have their giant one.
My wife has that with her at all times.
Yeah.
She's constantly sucking it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. And gobs of toothpaste. You don't need gobs of toothpaste. You just need the pea size on there. Your dentist, I'm sure, told you that. While he was checking your blood pressure. So there you go. A lot of stuff you don't actually need, but you just you're like, I don't know, I got to keep up with the Joneses. I got to do all this stuff. This is pretty wild. Kanye West, he's back in the news, not for being saying Nazi stuff and wearing Ku Klux
he
Klan
is in the news
outfits
for that as well.
Well, yeah, but this is a new thing. Kanye West opened up about an alleged sexual experience he had with his cousin as a kid, saying that a memory from his childhood inspired his upcoming song, Cousins.
Ooh.
Now, I could read the article and explain it to you, but a lady already did, and the way that it ends is so fantastic that I would like for you to hear the audio of this. And for all I know, this is an AI voice, but just the way that it explains it is fantastic. Here it is, talking about Kanye. Cousins, his new song, and how it was inspired and came about because of a sexual relationship with his male cousin. Take a listen.
Saying, the song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. The Grammy winner goes on to say that he felt responsible for engaging in the activity with his cousin, who he does not identify. Ye writes, perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. The 47-year-old also shares where he allegedly found the X-rated publications, saying, my dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. Kanye adds, my name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Oh, wow.
What? Bing, bang, boom.
Wow.
Bing, bang, boom.
That was definitely
He
AI.
is out of
That was
his
AI, yeah.
mind.
Yeah. But the
He
way that
is-
it,
Yeah.
my
Oh,
name is
my.
Ye. And okay.
Oh, my God.
So he wrote that in an article, like a post? Is that where that's from?
Yeah, but I think it's that may be in the song.
Oh.
That may be part of
the lyrics.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, my
man.
God. Is his name Rick? Because that would make it a lot easier to rhyme.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Wow.
When you think there's no way Kanye could get any weirder.
Yep.
The Nazis wouldn't like him.
No.
No way. Holy smokes.
Well, they started out not liking him.
Oh, man.
It's just
That's
that-
true. That's true. Right out of the gate, he was not one of their
Not a lot-
favorites. Yeah.
By the way, I saw a really interesting thing is black people are not down with gay people. Do you know that? Do you know that that's a thing?
I did not know
Carmen,
that.
are you aware of this?
I
Does
am
Chad
not.
talk to you about it, whatever?
No.
Like, like they say that's a white guy thing. Like white guys will do the check and do the difference out or make like jokes and stuff. And black guys are like not down with that. Like don't even joke around about that stuff.
Black dudes take that stuff seriously.
Right. So it's now Kanye Nazi stuff. Kanye Ku Klux Klan. I mean, we'll still rock with Kanye. Kanye gay stuff.
Yeah,
nope, we're
now
done with
we're
the
out.
A.
Now
We're
we're
done
out.
with the A. Yeah, like I think that's so funny that was the line that he crossed.
So are people still separating the art from the artist, or is he done?
I can.
You
I
can?
can. Yeah, I don't care. I've never met Kanye. I don't know what he does. My wife is done. Like, she loved Kanye. We saw Kanye live. She won't even acknowledge him anymore. Yesterday she said to me, "What is Kanye doing?" I go, "What could he be doing now that's disturbing you?" And it was more Nazi stuff that he tweeted.
I mean, for years they would call him he was a genius.
Yeah, I will tell you, I've never liked Kanye. I always thought he was an idiot, and now his true colors are finally showing through. And I'm like, see, I told you, 19 years ago, this guy was an idiot and stuff.
But him and Jay-Z were buddies, and now he's talking about Jay-Z's kids being retarded and stuff.
He's got mental issues.
Right, that's what I
it
think.
is. Yeah.
Did he apologize for that or no?
He did apologize, but wasn't sincere.
Like he said he was in some sort of mental state. But what I was going to say is never a fan of Kanye, but that Gold Digger song, still a good song.
Well, right. That's, that's my thing. Is like I'm not. P. Diddy seems by all accounts to be a very terrible person, but I watched Get Him to the Greek last night. And he's great in that movie. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not out buying his merchandise, but I still listen to the song while it's on. That's it.
The video of him beating that woman up in the hallway, that's oof.
Yeah. I would never high five P.
But
Diddy.
I still love Get Him to the Greek.
Get Him to the Greek is great.
That and when he's in Made, he's so funny in the movie Made.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's and neither one of that is making me go, he's all right. They were both saying he's garbage. He's a garbage human being, but he's really good in these movies.
When I watch those movies, though, I don't think about P. Diddy,
Right.
No, he's
abuser.
character.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's his name? Aldous Snow. What's his name?
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand. People don't like him, and he says weird stuff and all that. I'm like, I don't even care. I don't want to hear anything Russell Brand has to say. I like Aldous Snow.
When you watch Maverick or Mission Impossible, do you think of Tom Cruise jumping up on the couch and being all crazy? And
No.
No, you think this is a great movie.
Yeah. I watched a little Mission Impossible yesterday just to try and catch up a little before the next one comes out.
What's so funny is I popped up Emilio Estevez was talking about his role in the first Mission Impossible.
5 minutes.
And he goes, Tom Cruise told me, he goes, we're going to do this and we're going to do this big thing. And he goes, and we're going to have a bunch of different cameo, like famous people, whatever. He goes, and you're all going to die. And he was like, I'm in. That sounds great. You know what I mean? Like, because that opening 20 minutes of that, where the whole thing, and he said an interesting thing. The director, I guess, was showing some of the stuff to George Lucas. And George Lucas goes, where's your spaghetti scene? And he goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, where they're all sitting around dinner. He goes, it doesn't have to be spaghetti, but where they're all, and we get introduced to all the different characters. He goes, so then I had to go back and do that because they put that into the movie where they go and they're set up in there and they're talking about how bad the coffee is and stuff. They're running down the whole thing. And he was like, that was because of George Lucas.
Yeah, that first one is great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Went straight out and got the Tom Cruise haircut.
Yep.
Went straight out. And I was like, do it.
What is it, Tom Cruise?
The way his Mission Impossible, it's short, but it's almost like cut at different angles.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so some's long, some short. It's kind of, I don't even know the terminology for it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a little bit longer than a buzz cut forward, but it also has like, what is that called, Carmen, whenever they go into your hair and they cut at different angles and it's spiky and doing that? Do you know the name for it?
It's either texturizing.
Yeah, it's like texturized. Yeah. Like that. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool.
I've never had hair cool enough to ask for anything.
Yeah.
2 on the sides, 4 on the top. Thank you very much.
If I
4
said-
on the top.
Yeah.
Really?
If I said, give me the Tom Cruise, I don't think they would.
No. They'd be like, there's nothing we can give you to make you Tom Cruise.
Sorry, we can't do that for you.
Way beyond help, sir.
I go 1 on the sides. How you like that?
I don't like it.
Tight.
Too tight for me. Too tight.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2025 will be announced Sunday night on American Idol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, trying to tie it in, do the thing. This year's group of nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know. I think like 6 or 7.
Let's say 6.
Okay.
All right.
Bad Company.
Okay.
The Black Crowes.
Okay.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Chubby Checker.
Nope.
Joe Cocker. Billy Idol. Joy Division / New Order.
Nope.
Lumping them together. Cyndi Lauper. Mania. Oasis. Outkast. Fish. Soundgarden. And the White Stripes.
I think there's plenty there.
I think that's a strong class.
I think there's plenty there. I think it's going to be a very female-dominant class. I think it's going to be Mariah Carey and Cyndi Lauper.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Chubby's out.
Black Crowes.
By the way, Mariah Carey and Cyndi Lauper are the only 2 females in the class.
Yeah.
Chubby's out.
Black Crowes.
Black Crowes in.
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol in.
Bad Company.
Bad Company in.
Who am I missing?
Oasis.
No Mana. No Oasis.
Fish.
And Fish.
Soundgarden.
No.
White Stripes.
No. White Stripes eventually, but not yet.
Joe Cocker.
Oh, maybe Joe Cocker. I mean, Joe Cocker really had 2 songs.
I don't even know how to
Joe
say
Cocker's
it.
biggest song was a Beatles song.
I don't even know how to say it. Is it Mana or Mania?
Mana.
Mana?
Get in.
Why?
Just because it's the Rock and Roll Hall of
Nana.
Fame.
Nana.
I think Oasis gets in there because they think there's a chance they'll come perform, and then they don't. They turn it down.
Yeah, they already said they don't even want to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, if Bad Company doesn't get in, I'm driving to Cleveland.
All right.
Yeah. I'll fight somebody.
I think Bad Company deserves to be in, and I think they get in, but I think there's a chance that they skip them just because the class is so full.
They took so long to get some of the different ones. Cheap Trick, Foreigner.
I know.
Taking way too long on some of those. There's still plenty of them that aren't in that are crazy, but Bad Company absolutely.
What did Dion say? Dion said that they were retiring Shador's number because they want him to be alive to smell the roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines. That's how it should be with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They should get in while they're still alive.
Yeah. I guess there were, because everybody was criticizing that they put Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders and retire their jerseys, and they're like kind of up in the stadium now. And he was saying that there was another player for Colorado. I forget who it was.
Rashawn Salam.
Yeah, who also won the Heisman.
Hey, Pete and Rashawn Salam were friends. It's the only reason why I know who that is.
And he's since passed, and they put him in after he passed.
Right.
And he's like, that's stupid. Why would you wait that long when you're going to put him in anyways?
Right.
Which, I mean, it's a pretty good argument.
I agree. It's the same reason why I can't believe that the WWE isn't putting the Nasty Boys. They're putting some of these really schlub players in the Hall of Fame, and they haven't put the Nasty Boys in.
I can see waiting a certain amount of time, but not if the person's probably going to die. You know what I mean?
But if you're saying if you know he's in no matter what are you waiting for? Is the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
the
thing.
argument.
Well, yeah, and it's also they're with them, it's their college career. So it doesn't matter whether they're a bust in the pros or anything, whatever, which I don't think they're going to be. But if for some odd reason they are, it was their college career. That's their college.
There's a meme going around, and it shows their names up on the stadium, and it says Travis Hunter, and then it just says Dion's kid. Travis Hunter won the Heisman, so it's like that's going to happen. So he makes a good point. What
look, I get it. I do. I believe that a lot of these guys die before they ever get it. How about though? All the years that the WWE and the Ultimate Word didn't talk, and then Triple H came in, put them together, and then he dies right after.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He got one Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, and that was it.
Do you think that's it? That was it? Like that's what he was waiting for?
That's a Charlie Calder rule.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's my grandfather. My grandfather said that was the best piece of coconut cream pie he ever had, and then he died. Like, I feel like at some point in his life, he said, I won't die till I've eaten the best piece of coconut cream pie.
I will not go to another Buccaneer game until they put Martin Gramatica in the Ring of Honor.
That's because you can't afford that.
That's pretty sure. I'll go if you can meet.
I mean,
Martin gets in the suite.
I definitely believe that. So much that we started a website for it that Martin deserves to be in. I don't understand how the Glazers don't see that. Like that, they'll use Martin as a conduit, and as a promotional person between the fans and the organization, but they don't see it fit to put him where he deserves to be.
Yesterday, the Buccaneers made a bunch of announcements because it's the 50th year of the franchise, and they got all kinds of different things planned throughout the year. And one of the things was they're counting down like the top 50 Buccaneers of all time. Gramatica 100% is in the top 50.
Who is going to be number one?
Probably Leroy Selman.
Really?
I think so.
You don't think? I think for some reason they always rest on Derek Brooks.
Or Derek Brooks.
Yeah.
I think they're both. That's like probably your top 2 or 3.
It's top 3 are going to be Selman, Brooks, and Sapp.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wonder where Brady comes into that. I don't know.
I mean, he's going to be up there.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback, and he's the greatest of all time. He's going to be in the top 5.
I would say top 10, maybe.
Yeah,
I say he's in top 5. I say he's 5.
Even though his time was short here or whatever, he did a lot.
His time was so short that I think that works against him.
He changed the organization.
Yeah.
He made us winners again and set off on a streak of winning.
So you've got your top 5. We Sapp, Brooks,
Selman,
Brady.
No.
Oh, he's not in your top
Brady's
5?
Sapp, Brooks, Selman.
You're going in order. I'm saying okay.
I got my 5, which is probably close to what yours is.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be
I would, if top 5.
Mike Evans.
Yeah, I'd go Sapp, Brooks, Selman, Evans,
Brady.
Mike Allstott.
Oh, well, maybe that. Maybe Allstott, then Brady.
When you look at Brady, you don't think Buccaneer. Is the problem.
That's not true. It's all I think of.
Well,
Brady is all Buccaneer to me, despite what he did in New England.
You're in the severe minority.
Yes.
And which I get
I'm very selfish
But that's
with it.
why I think he's top 10, but he's not. There's so many guys that are like just Buccaneers.
By the way, speaking of Martin Gramatica, congratulations to Martin and his youngest son who committed to USF.
Yeah. No, he said he wanted to keep both kids close, and he got that.
That's pretty cool.
For sure. That must be a great feeling to have both kids successful, both kids staying close to home, and they're like such a good family.
Right. And that's good for announcers can talk about how they're both playing for USF and their father is a Super Bowl champion. That's pretty cool.
Well, Santiago, he kicked the USF too.
He went there.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh.
So we were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and stuff. Foreigner, who of course was inducted last year, was it last year? I think has revealed that they have a brief Las Vegas residency booked in March of 2026 that will feature the band performing alongside an orchestra.
I don't think that's bad.
I mean, it's good for the slow side. Right, exactly. Foreigner will perform at the Venetian Theater on March 6th, 7th,
At least
11th.
it's a nice place.
13th, 14th, all in 2026. According to the venue's site, the show will be a celebration of the band's 50th anniversary and will provide a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for fans to experience their most popular hits with a 20-piece orchestra.
My birthday is in September.
Yeah.
And not that I care about my birthday, but it's a good excuse to get everybody to do something. And I thought we'd all go to Vegas to see Motley Crue.
Oh, really?
Because they're doing a residency. But then Tom Segura's here on my birthday, so I'd rather just stay here and watch that.
I'm thinking about doing Vegas in November. So if you want, your wife's
What about
birthday.
if you go out for Foreigner and you go, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Oh, that's pretty good. We might have to just do it here.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm down to go in November.
I have some new music for you guys.
Oh, God, it's been so long.
I have new music for you. Carmen's going to play it. You guys try and guess who it is.
Okay.
This is a band that I'll just say has had some controversy in the past.
All right.
And one of the members has. Take a listen to this. Tell me if you can figure out who it is. New music on the Mike Kelta Show. Here we go.
Puddle of Mud.
100% Puddle of Mud. That's exactly who it is.
You are my beautiful little disaster. Come on, little baby. I love it when you show up naked, shaking at the front door. 'Cause I'm your back door, trap door man. Baby, let me in so we can get it down to some city.
I'm your backdoor trapdoor man.
Yep. Sounds like somebody's been listening to STP.
Yeah, or Buck Cherry. Yeah.
I thought he always had a cool voice, but he's such a weirdo.
Yeah.
It's very, here's a rock song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of thing, whatever. That is a new song called Beautimus from the upcoming album Kiss the Machine. It's going to be released on May 2nd. So you can go out and get some new Puddle of Mud, and I would get the insurance on the tickets if you're buying any tickets to go see their concert.
I moved on in my taste.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in a Doechii phase right now.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to hear. Yeah. It's like getting in bed, going to watch a TV show and just putting on Seinfeld. I turn the Spotify on. I'm like, what can I listen to? Doechii every time.
Yeah.
I can't shake it.
This sounds like something that you'll be interested in. I think I'm interested in this too.
All right. Let's
Gio,
go together.
You're in together. Netflix is launching a reality show on the WWE's writers' room called WWE Unreal.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
I just watched a trailer for that this morning. Yeah, it looks. I'll be very interested in it, but at the same time, sometimes you don't want the curtain pulled back
That
so
is
far.
something that I feel like I could do.
Yeah.
I could write for the WWE. Like, I feel like I could carry out storylines. I can create characters. I think I would be good at that.
Yeah. By the way, I'm all back in on the John Cena heel.
I watched a little bit of him last night and then got kind of bored.
Well, I saw him on Pat McAfee.
Did you see that? That was hilarious.
Yeah.
They were giving him crap. The audience was because of his bald spot.
Yeah.
And he called him out on it.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not cool. You're bullying me. He goes, you guys are saying all this stuff. And he goes, like, I had to go get hair transplants now.
Yeah.
He goes, if I was to say something about you, you guys would lose your mind and stuff. He goes, but it's totally okay for, 20,000, 30,000 people all to tell me I have a giant bald spot.
Yeah. He's like, and the fuzzies are coming in, so suck it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all the stuff that John Cena couldn't say the last 20 years because he was John Cena.
Yeah, he can do it now.
Now he's saying, like, he was talking about fans that annoy him in elevators. He goes, you're rude. You're just rude. I'm just here trying to enjoy my life, and now you're rude and you're bugging me. And it's all the stuff he's been, like, unable to say. Now he can say for like 20 years.
So the first time that I ever met John Cena, me and Brian Adams went to go see a WWE house show at the Sundome. This has got to be in the maybe right when Joey was born or right before Joey was born.
By the way, Brian Adams, wrestler Brian Adams.
No, the guy who sang Summer 69. Yeah, Brian Adams, wrestler. We went to the show together, and we parked backstage and went in through the back, and I didn't really know a lot of people. I knew Big Show, I knew Undertaker, and I was kind of like trying to stay out of the way. And Brian was one of the boys, so he's over there having conversations, and I'm just kind of like trying to be my own. And I look down the hall, and I see John Cena, and I know who he is, but I don't know him at all. And I look at him and he looks at me, and then we turn to the weird, and then I look and he catches me looking again. And I'm kind of only just looking down the hall, and he catches my eye, turn around. Next thing I turn back and he's right there in my face. And he came up, he goes, hey man, how's it going? I'm John. I go, hey John, I'm Mike. And I shook his hand. He goes, nice to meet you, buddy. And I was like, thank you. Like, he knew that I was, and instead of being a dick, he came right up to me and was like, hey, hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you. Like, couldn't have been a nicer guy. And then when Joey was little, he met Joey a couple times, and he was the same thing. Like, he's never been anything but a great guy. And having to do that for millions of people, how he has not lost his mind.
The most sick kids.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this new character is. He's just unloading all the stuff he wish he could say forever. And
Good for him.
It's so fun to watch now.
So I told you my John Cena story before, but it's funny because I was never into wrestling, and my buddy Kevin liked it and stuff. And Tough Enough, I thought was a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Tough Enough, which made The Ultimate Fighter UFC, because that was just like, hey, let's do that. But we went to a show in Pensacola, and they were like, we'll have you meet some of the wrestlers or this and that, whatever. And I don't even know what era this is. I remember The Rock was big, and maybe like Stone Cold. So we were like, oh, maybe The Rock's going to come back here. And they put us in a room, and we're like waiting there. And then this guy comes in, and it's John Cena. And we're like, all right. And he's like, do you guys want me to sign some stuff? And I'm like, I guess so. And he's like, all right, well, nice to meet you guys.
Maybe he'll amount to something.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. And we're like, all right, see you later, John.
I have to interrupt your story.
Do it.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
This hour's keyword is, it's appropriate, goal. Head over to the 102.5 The Bone app now and enter the word goal before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. We'll be hearing that a lot tonight in the Lightning game.
Goal.
I hope.
Good. Go get it. Go get your $1,000. And then if you win, you are politically...
Nope.
I don't know where politically came from. I was going to say you're legally allowed to. I mean, required to buy us pizza, but that's not true either. Oh, forget my dumb jokes.
So we met John Cena and, didn't know that he was anybody or anything. And then, of course, became one of the hugest wrestlers of all time.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I used to watch John Cena when he was in OVW wrestling, when Batista was down there, and a bunch of those guys were down in like the minor league wrestling thing.
Yeah.
He put his time in.
What did they have in Louisville? There was...
That was Ohio Valley.
Though, is that okay? Yeah, because a lot of those guys came through there.
Yep.
Because when I was there, I remember them talking about
Batista was Leviathan, and John Cena was like a cyborg or something like that. And who was out? There was some girls down there. There was when Big Show came over from WCW, they sent him down there for a little while.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's still weird to me that John Cena lives probably 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah, like I see him all the time driving.
Yeah, anytime you see that green Lamborghini, that's him.
Must be nice.
Finally, in news, people on Reddit were naming the greatest one-liners in movie history, and Crack.com compiled 23 of them. What do you think the greatest one-liners out of movies? Can you think of any that stand out to you?
I'll be back.
I'll be back, which of course is Terminator. Let's see, where does that fall on this list? I have the top 10 here. I'll be back is not in the top 10, surprisingly.
How about You Can't Handle the Truth?
You Can't Handle the Truth, delivered by Jack Nicholson, which is from A Few Good Men, comes in at number 10.
Okay.
It's a great one.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yeah.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli, number 7 from Godfather, 1972.
Who Killed My Sister?
Who Killed My Sister? What's that from?
The Wizard of Oz. You Killed My Sister.
No Wizard of Oz.
Show
in
me
here.
the money.
Show me the money. Jerry Maguire, not in the top 10, Carmen. Not in the top 10. I'm surprised you guys haven't got number 5, because number 5 seems like it would come immediately, especially in this room.
We're supposed to have Kevin Smith on today. I know this is in the list, but my favorite all-time line is from Clerks when he goes trying to SNED.
So good.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend. Not in the top 10.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
I will tell you that a lot of the top 10 are ones that are very popular and you've heard a million times. And
E.T. Phone Home?
Number 10 was You Can't Handle the Truth. Few Good Men. Number 9, Frankly, My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn.
Okay.
Gone with the Wind, 1939. Number 8, so dumb, but they brought it back for the Super Bowl. I'll Have What She's Having. When Harry Met Sally. Number 7, Gio got with Leave the Gun, Take the Cannoli. Godfather. Number 6.
An Offer He Can't Refuse.
No more Godfather in there. My Name is Inigo
Montoya.
Yeah, there you go. You Killed My Father, Prepared to Die, Princess Bride. This is one I'm surprised you guys were in the top 5 here. You're excited about
What's the movie?
You're excited about seeing the play.
Back to the Future.
What's the quote?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Back to the Future, 1985. Number 4, You Eat Pieces of Blank for breakfast.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
So good.
This one's a great one. I've come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Classic.
Yeah.
What is that from?
They Live.
Yeah.
With Roddy Piper. Yeah. The number 2 is These Are People of the Land The Common Clay of the New West. You know, Morons. Blazing Saddles, 1974. And then number one for the greatest one-liners in movie history, according to Crack.com, is Gentlemen, You Can't Fight in Here. This is the War Room. Dr. Strangelove from 1964. There you go.
That's number one?
That's number one.
Really?
Yeah, you would think I'll Be Back would be in there for sure.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
Not even in the top 10.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Say hello to my little friend. That was a good guess.
They're all good guesses.
The world
Not
is
my
over.
list. Crack.com. You can email them if you would like.
I don't like it.
I'm on it. I'm going to email him today. All right, we got to take a break. Hopefully you are putting your Bone Bonus keyword in. You have another 20 minutes or so to do that. With the app, the Bone Bonus keyword was goal. Get it in now for your chance to win $1,000. When we come back, it is early this week. We're going to be talking to Ask the Dom. If you have a question for
Dom's MIA. I haven't heard from him.
What do you mean?
I just said, are you still good for 8? Usually he texts me in the morning when he's on his way.
I'm assuming he's in his office right now with his feet kicked up on his desk,
Maybe
smoking a cigar, thinking about how cool he is.
Maybe Carmen can knock on the door or something. I don't know.
Try the landline in there.
Have you've not seen him anywhere?
No, but I've been sitting behind the board, so I haven't been out and about. But he hasn't come to the studio yet.
Usually he'll text me like, "Hey, I'm coming up the stairs or I'm almost there."
You better get his crap together because it's 8:06. Maybe Dom will be here next. If you want to get on the phone lines, 800-771-1025. If not, I will answer your legal calls to the best of my ability.
He's here.
With no legal... all right, he's here, so don't worry about it. 800-771-1025. Get on the phones now. Ask the Dom is next on 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Ooh, I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County has an accident slowing things down. That's southbound 75. It's near Big Bend Road. Crews on the scene there, so use caution. They do have that left lane blocked. Right now, seeing back up past Gibsonton Drive. Going to take longer than normal. Avoid it if you can. Pasco County also has a wreck that has northbound Suncoast Parkway closed. That's between Ridge Road and State Road 52. Back up right now all the way to Lutz Lake Fern Road. Looks like 41's a decent alternate instead. Pinellas County checking in accident-free on all the main roadways. Same good news for the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Your power bill keeps going up year after year. Solar Bear locks in your rate and gives you the first 12 months completely free. Why keep paying more? Go solar with Solar Bear. Visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
This weekend at International Diamond Center, acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
The first symptom in 30% of all heart attacks is death, but you don't have to die from this silent killer. Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans. The earlier that you detect heart disease, the better your chance to treat it. At Lifeguard Imaging, you can know about heart disease before you have a heart attack. Even with a healthy physical, there could be internal undetected issues. Right now, Lifeguard Imaging is offering a free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. Through their high-accuracy, low-dose CT scans, they're detecting heart disease and hundreds of different forms of cancer early. If something comes back abnormal, you know and you can treat it early. Why would you not take advantage of this offer? I've been scanned, and I have peace of mind knowing that I did it. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to do it. If not for yourself, do it for your loved ones. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. That's lifeguardimaging.com, or call to speak to somebody at 813-649-5214. It could save you or your loved one's life. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
At BrandonHonda.com, we've simplified the way you can buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Visit BrandonHonda.com to unlock the best price on any vehicle in stock. Plus, get your guaranteed credit approval, a real offer on your trade, and calculate your payments right online. And all vehicles come with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Right now, you can buy with zero down and make no payments for 90 days. Save yourself the hassle and get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0151 for more information.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prestige Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-499-2888. 813-499-2888 to restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now. 813-499-2888.
Derby Lane's awesome. We've been there a bunch of times. It's a great place to go for a night out with your boys, with a date night. And the best part is, instead of running up a bar tab that you have nothing to show the next day, you could actually win money at the legendary Derby Lane.
Whether it's a night out with the boys, maybe a little cocktail night with the ladies, or you got family in town, Win Derby at Derby Lane is the place for you. They're giving away on average $10,000 to $100,000 every day. Ultimate Texas Hold'em, their most popular game, but they've got something for everybody.
They sure do, and $5 minimum tables as well. Good luck finding those. That makes it very accessible for you and your novice gaming friends to sit down at a table, win a lot of money, and boy, those progressive jackpots, we're talking tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
There's plenty of parking, so don't you worry about that. You can still bet on the ponies remotely, and they've always got great tournaments going on. For more information on those, check out win-derby.com. That's win-derby.com.
Hi, folks. Phil Esposito here, Hockey Hall of Famer. Well, who knew that I was going to go a little bit deaf? I lost my hearing a little bit. People kept telling me, what's wrong with you? You can't hear. So guess what? They were right. I went to Audibel. Audibel took care of me. It was incredible. Audibel, they are terrific. And by the way, Audibel's a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Book your free hearing test now at floridahearing.com. Hear better, live better.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Bolts Nation, get ready to be the Thunder for the 2025 playoffs, presented by Advent Health. Tickets for Game 1 against the Florida Panthers tonight are on sale now. To secure your tickets and everything Lightning playoffs, visit TampaBayLightning.com/2025 playoffs.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell. Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Tampa area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Tampa. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Tampa area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Tampa. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
All right. Yeah. 1025 The Bone. It is the Mike Calta Show. Hey, you're not Mike Calta. Well, neither are you. How you like that? He had a tum-tum emergency.
Are we on the air?
Carmen, can you hear us? Are we
Yes.
good?
Yep,
All
you're
right.
good.
Just making sure. Gio had to go over there and press a bunch of buttons and stuff.
What is happening?
Yeah. I should probably learn how to do that just in case. Because I said to Gio, I go, hey, do you know what buttons you push there? Yeah, Mike had to go. He just texts back. Carmen said 1 minute in the group chat, and Mike texts back, oh, boy.
He was sitting here, and he went, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. And then jumped up and moved very fast out the
He
door.
goes, this is emergency. I go, well, stop talking. Start walking. Get out of here, man.
Like he felt he needed to announce to us what was all happening.
But he's been saying all morning that his
Right.
stomach's been upset.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, he went to DEFCON 1.
Yeah.
Did you find Dom? I know maybe he was in there too.
I'm here. Good morning, guys.
Hi, Dom. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Did you clock Mike? That's probably the fastest you'll ever see him run.
Yeah.
If he runs like that, he's definitely ready for the 5K.
Yep. We're ready to go. Just tell him to have a protein shake in the morning and then run.
The fastest I've ever seen Mike Calta run. Woo! You just gotta time him. But no, I sorry about that, Gio. I was on the phone just with some clients, and I didn't. Of course, driving. I can't text and drive, but. Didn't mean to scare you guys that I was MIA.
No, that's all right. You for a second we were going to have Mike answering the legal questions, which is never good for you.
That's Calta justice.
Yeah.
It works. People
but
call me all the time.
you usually have to go back and tell them, well, that's not legal.
That's right.
We have to figure this out. Dom, do you have your land legs back?
I do. It took a week or so.
Right? Right?
And I don't know. I mean, those cruises are so much fun, and every year it just gets better and better. And I don't know why. I didn't have any court last week, but obviously I've got court today, which I appreciate you guys let me sneak in early. But I don't know, maybe it was just so much fun. It just took a little longer to get used. So I was listening to you guys last week, and you guys were like, God, I'm trying to get up and get moving. We're all on ship's time, I think.
Yeah, it was weird. I just because I didn't feel like I got crushed on the cruise or anything. Just doing it and being out and doing all this stuff, whatever. It just took a little while to get back into the groove of things. Where I was like, I just feel tired. I don't know. I'm just kind of run down, but it was worth it. It was a great time, and we already have 19 planned for next year.
I'm looking forward to that. Again, another April cruise, which is pretty good. Towards it gets far enough away from spring break, which usually hits in March, so it's not going to collide with the kids' schedule. So
good.
I'm going to do that one again.
I do know that Dom, you have a traffic ticket from me that you're working on. Anything I need to do? Do I need to give blood or
blood pressure? Maybe
all taken care of. Actually, that was yesterday. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, everything's fine. The corporal was there, so we took.
Oh, he showed up.
Yep. Yeah. In fact, this was the second hearing. The first one happened when I was in Colorado. So what happens is the court will give each side, the defense and law enforcement, traditionally one continuance each. And I wasn't in town because I was in Colorado. No big deal, but I went yesterday, and withhold of adjudication, no points, nothing too crazy. Corporal was great. Everybody's wonderful there at law enforcement. So, that was actually, and in fact, I didn't get a chance to talk to you yet about it because I usually have mamas print out the disposition form from the clerk's office, and then we would send it in there, and you'll have about, you don't need it, but you'll 6 months to pay. It's going to be a small fee or fine, court cost, whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Not bad.
He said that I was speeding. I disagreed, and I said, well, you'll hear from my lawyer.
That's right.
I like to be able to say that.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to say.
Yeah.
No damage, no points, no school.
See, and that's a good thing. That's one of the things, like a lot of people will pay tickets or do stuff. You've talked about before, red light ticket. Red light ticket doesn't do anything to your insurance or anything like that. But a speeding ticket will. It'll get points on your license, and it can make your insurance go up and stuff. So instead of paying the ticket and just doing that, take it to Dom or take it to a lawyer, and that way you get that done. And, you may still have to pay a fee, whatever, but at least it's not all the stuff that's messing up your insurance or getting points on your license.
It protects your driving record.
Yeah.
And you don't want, if those points add up at a certain period of time or they accumulate too quickly, yes, you're going to run into some problems with your driver's license, and we don't want that to happen.
All right, well, let's get to the phone lines. Carmen, hopefully this will work out. I think we have everything up and proper and ready to go. You're going to have to answer the phone and do it. Who do we have online? Do we have a name or just pick up whoever?
Right now, we're just waiting for some calls. So for all the listeners, 800-771-1025. Call with your calls for Dom.
If you have any legal questions, 800-771-1025. Dom is in there to give you some free legal advice, and he gives good legal advice for sure. I can attest to that.
You want to hear something pretty neat?
Yeah.
This morning, one of the reasons why
I was hoping you had something neat.
I've got something neat for you guys. So one of the reasons why I've got court early this morning, I'm covering a few criminal matters for Bill Sansoni.
Mm-hmm.
Bill is at this very moment in front of the United States Supreme Court. And his father is a member of the Supreme Court for over 50 years, Chuck Sansoni, and his father is making a motion in front of the justices to admit Bill Dead Air Sansoni into the United States Supreme Court. You have to be a member of the bar there, of the court, in order to, if you're going to ever practice or argue a case there. So they're in D.C. this morning, and his dad, how neat is this? His dad's making a motion in front of the United States Supreme Court to allow them to admit his son into the court.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So
what if they say no? Denied.
Well, I mean, I surmise they could say no, but usually it's more like a formality. I mean, Bill had to send all the, whatever the qualifications were, his documentation and whatnot, and then they invite you up there. And then what's also neat is he and his dad, they have 2 seats reserved if you're admitted to the bar. So they've got 2 seats reserved there, and then they go right into whatever the hearings are today. So I don't know if they have the Trump administration. I know they've got the immigration issues going on there. There's a variety of different things you got his executive orders running around. So I don't know what is on the docket this morning, but they get a chance to sit in and listen to it.
Mr. Sansone, I see here your nickname is Dead Air. Is that correct?
Yes.
Duly noted.
Is that your Supreme Court justice?
For what it's worth, there is now a higher level of clout for the Mike Calta show because you guys have a direct, indirect relationship now to the United States Supreme Court.
Oh, very nice. I like it.
Yeah, so when Mike comes off the potty, you can tell him the good news.
All right, the phone calls are coming in. If you want to get in, 800-771-1025. Let's take the top one right there. Carmen, they're suing the establishment. Let's get to that person. I can't see the name. Mike Calta show, hello?
It's Ryan.
Ryan, you're on with Dom. Good. What's going on, Ryan?
I just had a question, Dom. This actually came up yesterday. I wasn't even going to call, but I just figured that since you're on, I figured I'd ask. My daughter, she fell. She's 10. She fell into a large shopping place. Let's just say that, and national. And she fell, and I'm not sure if there was anything on the floor or she tripped over her Crocs. I really have no idea. I was called to the front because she was in a different part of the store, and she cut and hurt her lip pretty bad. Is there any recoil? Should I even, am I spinning my wheels here, or what do you think?
Well, it's more difficult in the state of Florida. A few years ago, they changed the law where on premise liability issues, there's more of a challenge for a plaintiff or moving party to overcome the theory of negligence. So the legislature kind of defends the property owners a little bit more than they used to. However, without being litigious, a lot of these locations, even if you fall down, regardless of whose fault it is, you can still make a claim, get a report, ask for the insurance information. You don't really need an attorney for all of this. And a lot of these locations will have an insurance coverage called MedPay, premise liability MedPay. And it might be $1,000, it might be $5,000, it might be $10,000. But regardless of how the injury happens, you would potentially have access to your medical bills being compensated under the MedPay policy under a premise liability theory. And there's no attorney's fee associated with that. For example, if you were to hire the firm for a premise liability and we would get you MedPay, well, that's money really earmarked for the doctors. If there was a separate settlement for pain and suffering, then you would garner an attorney's fee, the lawyers would. But in this scenario, you can look into the insurance coverage, ask these nice folks if they have premise liability coverage, and if so, do they have a MedPay section? And then that way you can make a claim without an attorney and get our medical bills covered if there isn't significant personal injury that is a permanent impairment, if you will. So that's
what if there's no medical bills?
Then, if there's no medical bills, then you won't need to use any MedPay. Then the question is there any permanent injury? Is there going to be any damage? Is there going to be any scarring? And then now you're going to drift more to the side of a premise liability attorney. And then you got to look into whether or not there's video. You got to look into whether was there anything on the floor, or as a 10-year-old, sometimes they're young, they're clumsy, they fall, or was there a substance there, or was there some type of nuisance or hazard that caused her to fall or trip? So now you have to be a little bit more litigious and investigate the circumstances. So you have to weigh the level of injury versus the level of intent of how deep you want to go into it. And if you're interested...
Right, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, would it be worth, getting an attorney? They probably have a cap. They definitely have cameras. Was she running? Was she walking? Did she trip on something they had, or, whatever. But I just figured that I would ask,
it's up to you.
Because it's a huge store, so...
Whether the store is big or small is irrelevant. It's whether or not the injury is big or small. So if your daughter's
right, I got you.
If the injury is the key. I mean, it doesn't make a difference where you fall, but we won't predominantly get to see the video because that's work product unless and until the case is in litigation. Sometimes the adjusters will send it to me, sometimes they won't. So just heads up on that. You're not automatically entitled to see that unless it's in litigation. But if you're interested and you want to talk about it further, the single law group, Shafi and David, they are on the cruise. They're a wonderful couple. They sponsor my show. They do premise liability. I don't have the time to do it. I do more auto accident cases and criminal cases. That's the reason why their firm does it. You can just email me and I can send you over their information.
All right, great. Thanks a lot, Dom. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good question.
Ryan. You can email him, Dominic@askthedom.com, or you can always give a call over there, 813-251-5550. Let's go over to Rob, who has some questions about the field sobriety test. Rob, you're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, buddy?
Yes, I was wondering about every time somebody says that they had to do a sobriety test, and I preface this by, it's my understanding if you refuse the sobriety test, you get your license suspended for a year. But every time it's mentioned, you guys say that Dom tells you not to do the sobriety test.
If you don't know, don't blow.
That's right. The first thing I said on the show about 16 years ago is that statement. That's my famous one-liner. That's my top 5 here. Ask the Dom one-liners.
How do you get around that whole suspension problem?
Well, when you're saying field sobriety tests, because you have several types, you're talking about the breathalyzer machine is what I'm assuming, because a lot of people do field sobriety tests on the roadsides, FSEs.
Which Dom has told us in the past, they're just gaining more information on you. They're getting more stuff for their case whenever you're doing the actual out there moving around doing the standing on one foot and everything.
Yeah, it's 100% correct.
Correct.
Yeah, you can't pass
Which
or
I
fail
completely
those.
understand the idea that you're adding evidence against you, which is not a good thing. But still, when you sign your license, they say that if you refuse it, your license is gone for a year. So once again, how are you getting around that?
All right. Well, what's that? What on your license is what's called an implied consent. It's not actual consent. The word implied is there. So if you don't have any prior DUIs, which is important, if you've got a prior DUI, a lawyer legally should not advise you to refuse, because then you can get a refusal citation, which is a criminal offense. So my advice has been tapered over the years, because I've been doing this for 23 years. Things change. So this advice is, if you don't have any prior DUIs, because you don't want to get a refusal citation, if you don't have any, if you decide that you do not want to blow, because you can blow and blow yourself well out of the system. If you have a lot of alcohol in your system, you may be ineligible for reduction-based programs such as rider or other type of diversion programs, thinking you're doing the right thing. So I have a lot of clients who they blow too high, and now they don't get a reckless driving through a program because they submitted to a breathalyzer machine. That advice changed over the past 5 or 6 years, because we never used to have those types of programs. But to answer your question, law enforcement is not required to tell you all the nuances for which you can drive with the DMV. They just say your license will be suspended if you refuse, which is implied consent. Comma, right? There's a comma now. They don't go further, because that's not their job. It's my job when you call into the show. Comma, you can get a temporary driver's permit, and you can have a formal review hearing at the Bureau of Administrative Reviews, which would be set within about 45 days from the date of the initial stop. And you can have a hearing to determine whether or not there was probable cause for them to suspend your license. And if there's an invalid suspension, the suspension would be lifted and you're back driving again, although the DUI under 316.193 is still pending in the criminal courts. Or you can waive your right to a formal review hearing. They don't have to tell you that. So there's now a comma, semicolon. And you can say, all right, well, I now want a BPO, business purpose only license, otherwise known as a hardship. Well, there's no fine print regarding this stuff in the bottom of your license, because it just says implied consent. So all you have to do is register. You don't have to complete the level 1 DUI school. You register, then you're eligible for a business purpose only hardship driver's license, and you can operate under that while your case is still pending. So there's 2 examples at the DMV of how you absolutely can drive a vehicle in the state of Florida, despite the fact that you refuse a breathalyzer machine. Now, if all of that was put on your driver's license would probably be the size of a notebook. And law enforcement isn't going to tell you all that, because they're not lawyers. That's not their job. They just tell you implied consent. However, you're now educated, because you did what? You called into the Mike Calta show this morning, and now you know what I've been telling a lot of people on my show and Mike's show. But now you know, if God forbid you find yourself in this position with law enforcement being investigated for DUI.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got it, Rob. Okay. Take it easy. All right, let's go to Sarah. Sarah has a question about a parking ticket. I think, Sarah, I'm gonna be able to answer this, but go ahead, ask Dom.
I actually have 2 questions. One would be, so I parked in a spot that was in it said public parking, but apparently it was a private lot, and the time had expired, so my car was towed. I paid $180 to get my car out of the tow yard, and now I have a $45 citation from the lot. And I just wondered, first of all, is there any repercussion if that's not paid?
Well, what's interesting is the citation was issued by who you said, the lot, or was it issued by
the lot, by the parking company, the private owners? It was Evolution Parking.
So they already towed your car, and then they give you a citation. I got to see where in the heck you parked, because if it's confusing, you can challenge that by the signs were ambiguous, or where they weren't clear. So it really all depends on the circumstance of how you parked and what your understanding was. Because if they're misleading consumers on where it's legal to park, that, ma'am, is an affirmative defense. One, to you having the vehicle towed, so you can you can recover your loss there, and then two is an affirmative defense on the ticket. But this would require a little recon by you. You're going to have to go back to the location, take photographs of where you parked, where the sign was. And then, that in totality is going to determine whether or not it was confusing by design. And then they may have a consumer issue there based on a deceptive sign or, I don't want to go too in-depth, but deceptive trade practices if this is a modus operandi of how these folks operate. And I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I don't know these people. I don't know if that's what's happening. But if it's confusing and they pop 2, 3, 5, folks a day or a week, well, that's an
moneymaker.
Yeah, that's an interesting revenue
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Right? And if it's misleading folks, and again, full disclosure to the show, I don't know if that's happening. I'm just expanding on a possible scenario based on this caller's question. So I don't know those folks, and it may or may not be happening, but just full disclosure, you're going to have to do some recon, totality of the circumstances, see if the way it's set up is confusing, because you then might have a legitimate argument to defend those fees and fines. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so should I just send you an email?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and take some photographs so we can get an understanding of what you were looking at, what you were seeing, and where your car was parked.
Sarah, you can email Dom at dominic@askthedom.com or give a call over there, 813-251-5550. I think you got a case.
Yeah, maybe. Allegedly.
Okay,
we'll see.
thank you.
All right, thanks, Sarah. That's it's a little tricky, as you say a lot of times, Dom. That's ticky-tack,
Yes. That's right. Another one-liner. Carmen, we've got to put that in the top 5 of one-liners.
Yeah.
I got it.
Of all Dom's vernacular that he has.
You're making me think about it. I have to come back next week with the list.
Let's take one more. Let's go to John. He has a question about divorce. John, you're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, bud?
Hey, Dom. Just a quick question. My soon-to-be ex-wife wants a simple divorce, which is not usually the case, but I just need somebody to look over everything and see if this is what I really need to do.
Well, you can do what's called a collaborative divorce. This is something that's really, I want to say it's new, but it's been around a little longer. And what a collaborative divorce does is both parties basically share one lawyer, and or even two. And what happens is it's non-adversarial, it's non-argumentative, and basically everybody just gets together and they work out a divorce plan or structure. So I don't know if there's kids involved or there's a lot of assets, there's a variety of different things. But if you guys are not argumentative, this is the less stressful, most cost-efficient way to do a divorce. Now, if it becomes litigious or if it gets nasty, then you'd have to separate from those lawyers. Neither one of those lawyers or lawyer can then represent the parties moving forward. You'd have to get separate counsel and then go the traditional divorce route. If you don't want to do collaborative divorce, you just want to have maybe an attorney look over the documents and paperwork. Jason Valkenburg sponsors the show. He's fantastic. You can email me at askthedom.com and I can send you Jason's information. But you can do one or the other initially if you think she's going to play ball and not be nasty. But again, that's really based on her temperament and your temperament, quite frankly.
Well, she initiated this, but when she left me 5 years ago, she left me in a ton of debt.
Well, I don't know how she can leave you in a ton of debt if you guys are married. If you guys have marital assets and if those assets have debt, that's more likely going to be her debt too. So I'm not quite sure why the connotation is that way. She just can't walk out of the marriage and say, well, now you're responsible for everything. She's going to have some ancillary costs to that. Now, if you let this slide for 60 months or 5 years, you probably need to have a more in-depth conversation with the lawyer. So I think now that I know the time sequence, I don't think I'm recommending collaborative divorce for you.
Right, yeah.
We're going right to Jason.
So yeah, I just want to talk to somebody about it because I know this is unusual for a guy to be in this position and looking at it. Usually,
Well,
unfortunately, we're trying to protect ourselves.
Not necessarily. A lot of guys find themselves in these scenarios now. So you're not in uncharted waters per se. But email me or call the office. We'll get you Jason. But now that it's 5 years, I don't think the collaborative divorce is going to be the most beneficial for you folks because so much time has passed. Let's shift.
John, you're definitely going to email Dom. You can get him at Dominic@askthedom.com or call over there 813-251-5550. Okay.
All right, appreciate it.
Sounds good. Good work, Dom.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What do you got coming up on the show tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, with a lot of the stress and turmoil with the economy, I'm going to have my financial planner, Larry Wheat's going to be in studio with Flaherty Management and Associates, just to calm everybody down. So we can talk about the stocks and tariffs, and it's just a lot of real time things are happening. So I've thrown him in to pivot because a lot of people have called or emailed me with some stressors regarding the economy. So I said, well, why don't we just do a show on it? People can hear what I'm doing and how I'm adjusting to things. And hopefully that kind of calms the listeners down. And then next week, we have an employment law segment with the Hoyer Law Group, Sean Estes, to talk about all of the administrative cuts they're doing and the buyouts they're doing for the federal government and also employees here that work for the federal government in our local area. So the next two shows are designed on really current events that's happening in our country and with the current administration, just so people can listen, call in, ask questions, and stay as calm as possible during this shift, if you will, with what the administration's doing.
Helping the people. I like it. Well, Dom, also, you probably have a pending lawsuit against a protein shake because Mike is still not back in his I don't know what's going on.
Do me a favor. Will you guys go check him?
Yeah.
Well, I text them, and then Gio texted them, and we're like, hey, everything okay? What's going on?
Joe, you're going to have to go in there.
All right. Listen,
I'll go in there.
You guys can't be shy. I'm giving you a legal authority to bust that door down.
All right.
To make sure that he is okay, and hopefully he's not.
Got to do a welfare check on him, I think.
You got to do a welfare check.
All right.
If he gets mad at you, well, Dom told us to come in and see you. So
that's it. We'll figure it out.
Blame me.
All right. Thanks, Dom. You guys can check out Dom tomorrow night right here on 102.5 The Bone. We're going to take a break, and maybe when we come back, Mike will be here, and maybe we'll talk to Kevin Smith.
Oh, man.
We'll see what happens. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, Race Day Sunday on The Bone is live with the Jack Links 500 from Talladega Super Speedway. The race starts at 3 p.m. with the live coverage beginning at 2.
Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Lots going on in Hillsborough County right now. First, an accident southbound 75 is near Big Bend Road. Been there for a while. It is now in the clearing stages. Still an extra 5 to 10 minute delay to get around all of it. Also watch for a wreck Big Bend Road at 301 with delays starting to build in that area. And in Brandon, an accident Lithia Pinecrest Road at Brandon Boulevard. Pinellas County checking in accident-free right now on US 19 and all the major roadways. Same good news for the Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge. I'm Monica with traffic. Beat the price increase. Ken Ganley has over 1,000 new Kias on sale. Visit them today or online at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichie.com.
A lot of people whose homes were severely damaged by Helene and Milton are still trying to figure out whether they should repair their home, tear it down and rebuild, or lift their home. There are a lot of important decisions to make, but let me take one decision off your plate. If you need replacement windows or doors, just call WeatherTight Windows. They are the local experts when it comes to windows and doors, so skip the big box stores and call WeatherTight Mike.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $419 per month, or a new Honda Accord, just $319 per month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
It's starting to get warm, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioner. And trust me, you want to make certain that your HVAC system is working properly before the real heat gets here. But if you need a new system, Climate Design has rebates now through the month of May. So if you've been thinking about switching out your unreliable HVAC system with a new one, Climate Design Home Services has you covered. Earn up to $1,300 off brand new Train systems, and Climate Design will match it with up to $2,600. That price cannot be beat in this Florida heat, folks. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. Having peace of mind, knowing your AC is in working order before you need it, that is reinsurance that you can feel good about. Go to climatedesign.com. That's climatedesign.com, or give them a call, 727-295-1572.
Have you been hurt in an accident? Burnett EPA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Burnett EPA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Are you ready for IDC's legendary 3-day semi-annual store-wide sale? Get up to an extra 20% off across the board. World-renowned designers are here with their entire collections. All GIA-certified diamonds and engagement rings are specially priced. Also, IDC's showcasing over 500 pre-owned Rolex watches, including the ones you can't find even at authorized dealers. Don't miss 3 days of phenomenal savings. Get up to 20% off. Ask about zero-interest financing for 3 whole years. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at International Diamond Center. For details at shopidc.com.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. We need to have a conversation. It is time to break up with your power company. They keep raising the rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, they say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months for free. 0 power payments while you start owning your energy. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make that switch today and call Solar Bear now or visit them at solarbear.com. Again, that's solarbear.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell. Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Tampa area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Tampa. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney.
You heard the news. Newsmax just went public on the New York Stock Exchange and listed on the big board. Millions of Americans like you are joining our news revolution. Reuters Institute says Newsmax is one of the top 12 news brands in America. Even President Trump says it's terrific. 40 million Americans go to Newsmax, and its audience grew 50% since the same time last year. Millions really are making the switch to Newsmax. If you want to be a Newsmax share owner, call your advisor or get more info at newsmaxinvest.com. Stand with Newsmax today for a strong America. This communication is for informational purposes only and shall not be intended to or shall not constitute any offer to buy or sell securities, nor shall there be any sale of securities in any jurisdiction in which such offer, solicitation, or sale would be unlawful.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at DefenderRuck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Scattered clouds in the forecast today. More big-time warmth as high temperatures go back up very close to that 90-degree mark again this afternoon. Mild and a bit muggy tonight with a low temperature near 70. Partly cloudy and hot for your Wednesday, and tomorrow's high temperature up right around 90.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. On 102.5 The Bone.
Jesus Christ, that was bad.
Oh, boy.
It's 8:51 on The Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. For the first time ever, Shaq and I had something in common.
We were going to send Joe in to check on you.
A wellness check?
Yeah.
And
thank you, Joe.
Galvin suggested you were probably showering.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was a situation.
It was that bad.
No, you want to know the truth? It wasn't like gross. It's just I felt like somebody was constantly just kicking me in the balls. I was sitting there like, I don't know what that's from, I guess. Carmen, you think it's just a protein shake?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to have protein shake, you definitely need to eat something else with it. Because your stomach can't break down.
It did not break down.
I usually put a couple of scoops of ice cream in it.
No, that's a milkshake.
Nice. Oh, well,
very good.
I have it while I coast on my bike, on my life cycle.
Oh, I was not feeling good. How'd it go with Dom?
Good.
So I like this. Every week I go poop while you guys talk about it.
That
sounds like an excellent thing to me.
New segment.
Phone lines are wide open, 800-771-1025. Those are the phone numbers if you want to reach us. Coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to talk to Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith calling us from video call. You'll be able to watch it on Bone TV from California, from Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And Gio is sweating it out that he's going to be on the air or not. Well, it all is working against you.
Yeah,
the guy is in California. He's on West Coast time. He's promoting shows that are sold out already. He has no other reason other than his genuine heart for coming on the show with us.
That is 100% true. And
yeah.
I talked to him last night again, and he says, I hope I see you in the morning.
I like his honesty.
Yeah, and we tried to catch him on the East Coast, and he was going to be in the airport. And I don't know. One of these days, I just think he's really just going to say, hey, a-hole, lose my number.
Yeah, maybe.
But he's always super gracious, and he's always like, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Joe said that to you the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, a-hole, lose my number.
Yep, I do. I say it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't want Kevin Smith to be angry with me.
No, I think you'll be okay. I'm looking forward to talking to him this morning. He'll join us at 9:15 today, and we'll talk about Dogma. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing?
Good. What's happening, buddy?
Galvin, I wanted to say thank you for mentioning Lake Park several times in the past as a place to run.
Oh, yeah.
I started going there, and that place is great. So good. My question, do you run along the main paved trail, or do you run like on some of those paths on the outside?
Yeah, I do the paths on the outside, the dirt trails.
Where are you going to
Cool.
be, Calvin?
Yeah.
No. Do you have any idea? The length, the distance that is?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, you can take different trails to go all through there. It goes really far back. I've been so far back that I thought I was in Vanilla Sky because there's a point where you go over a bridge and there's a bunch of turtles and the sky is perfect.
Really?
And I was like, what?
Wow.
Where did I go to? But like, I'll do a loop through there that's just about 6 miles.
6 miles.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
so you
cool.
can go all
I try
through
and do
it.
the outer ones too.
Right.
Yeah. And Carmen, do you know they're opening a new Aldi's in Carrollwood on Dale Mabry?
I do. I am so excited.
She gets a newsletter.
Yeah, I've been counting down. I'm so excited.
Carmen, where's it going to be?
So it's where the Winn-Dixie used to be in the plaza. There's the Ulta and TJ Maxx.
Oh, I know
and
exactly.
Bell.
Okay. Yeah.
So the Winn-Dixie that was there is getting transformed into an Aldi. So I have to assume it is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Like bigger than a normal Aldi.
All the Winn-Dixies, I think, are switching over.
Not all of
or
them.
Or most of them.
Yeah, most of them. Because, of course, I literally have a Winn-Dixie like less than a mile from my place.
It's pretty ghetto. Winn-Dixie's pretty ghetto.
And it's staying a Winn-Dixie.
Oh.
And I was so sad.
What about the one right there at the station?
I think this one's staying as well.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
one's not bad. I've been in that one plenty of times.
Yeah.
That one's not bad.
But
It's no Publix.
It's no,
But
it's no
it's
Aldi's.
It's no Aldi, yeah. Let's talk about something. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I'm very anxious about this 5K that's coming up. I'm doing it. If it takes me 4 hours to do it, I'm going to do it. But, man, I'm not looking forward to it.
Here's the thing. You're going to be walking it.
Yeah.
And you're going to finish it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Give
not
me an
gonna-
idea where it's going to go. Do you have it? Like, if we start out at the stadium,
Yeah.
where are we going?
I think we're probably going on the fair, like on the parking lot area, whatever, and then it'll go back. I don't think they're going to close down. I don't know whether they close down any streets for it. They're definitely not closing down Dale Mabry, but I don't know if they're going to have like Himes back there right behind shut down.
And the parking lots around Raymond James are so huge.
Right.
That it'll probably, I'm assuming it'll go down Himes to Columbus and then back up Dale Mabry.
The other thing is if possibly you close down a little bit of Himes, whatever. If you go down Himes, you can go to that Al Lopez Park.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe go through there a little bit and then back, and then you finish inside the stadium.
Well, because Al Lopez, that one loop is a mile.
Yeah.
So
And there's a ton of space back there.
So you would just have to do that loop 3 times.
Well, no,
Yeah,
you'd like start at the stadium, walk to it, walk around, and then go back. Like that would be your loop to get back.
Okay, that's what I was kind of trying to figure out.
Also, there's the huge parking lot by $1 Place too. You could wrap around in there, and that's plenty of space as well.
Oh, I'm getting very nervous.
Listen,
Have you been walking? Have you been
Not-
training?
I was, and then we went on the cruise, and I haven't done anything since we came back from the cruise.
Well, I mean, get on your treadmill.
Yeah. Carmen, Lou, you're talking to the wrong guy. I know. Yesterday I had to go to the dentist, and today I had to poop.
I saw you
wait.
move. You moved very fast when you got up from your chair earlier to leave the room. Like
My wife goes, "Why are you running?" I go, "You know why."
that was a pace. If you keep that pace, you'll be fine.
It's interesting that they do not have a map,
layout yet?
like the layout. Yeah, they have a map on the website, but it's just a map of Raymond James Stadium. It's like the actual Google thing, whatever.
It could go through the. I'm sure it goes through the stadium at some point.
Yeah.
Bert and Tom are going to join us on the show next week, so we'll get some answers out of them. I think. Right, the next week or the week after?
No, next week.
Next
Thursday.
week, yeah.
Yeah, it's the 5K is next weekend.
No.
Yeah. 2 Sundays.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy better start moving.
I think like 12 days, 10 days. Something.
And do we have our shirts yet?
They're coming. Elliot says bring them by. I think tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll have Joe bring them to you.
Okay.
I had a guy direct message me because Carmen, you were saying about tie dyeing it and doing that stuff, and we were like, yeah, you can just tie dye. No, it's not that difficult, whatever. And he's like, since it takes no talent, whatever, and it has like a tie dye that says tie dye Tupac Shakur or whatever. I go, yeah, clearly I'm talking like just a regular. You know, here's 3 colors,
Right.
Where you wrap some rubber bands around it. Like, that's tie-dye. What that guy's doing is artwork, you know? Yeah, that takes talent, obviously.
Right. And that's what basically, like, the guy who reached out to me, that's what he does.
Yeah.
You know, like, he can do designs and whatever color and, patterns and stuff. He can make it. Where I was like, I was kind of excited to try and, like, do it myself. but I also don't want to mess it up and just have a big blob.
You should have to wear whatever you get.
I have to do it myself.
We met an artist down at Big Top, the guy that did Joe's hat.
Yeah, Joe was very excited that a guy was coming down to make him a custom hat. Now, how did he measure? Did you send him your head size, or how did that go?
No, he came by the house. He measured my head. Yeah.
And then he went back and he made you a custom hat.
He did.
That looked fantastic on.
Very cool.
It was a good-looking hat.
Yeah.
I was happy for you and not jealous because I cannot wear a hat because I look like Boss Hogg in any hat. But you looked great in that. You look like you were in the Black Crowes. You look like you were in Leonard Skinner.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that hat.
What is the name of the company?
Slimson Hat Co.
Slimson?
Yeah, Slimson Hat Co. on Instagram, and the guy's name is Sam.
Yeah, I do follow
Great
them.
guy.
It's in our followers.
Why don't you bring it to wear on Bone TV?
I can't because I can't wear headphones with a hat like
true.
that.
I mean, do you really need headphones?
You don't even have your mic on.
Mike
Doesn't really matter.
I mean, all right.
Slimson Hat Company. Very
Slimson.
nice. Mike out the show. Good morning.
Hey, Mike, it's Tony down in Sarasota. How you doing, bud?
What's up, Tony?
Hey, I want to let you know I am 6'1", 255-ish pounds. I ran a 5K on Saturday, and I finished it in 47 minutes. I ran/walked the whole thing. You're going to be just fine, man.
Oh, I don't know, buddy. I got some weight on you, and I got old knees, and you don't sound like a very old guy.
I'm 45.
Yeah, I got 10 years on you, and some weight and some knees, and I'm going to do it. I'm in. I mean, I'm sure when it's over, I'm going to go, oh, it wasn't so bad. But right now, I'm getting anxiety.
I can tell you right now, you're not going to be the last person.
Maybe not.
100% will not be.
All right. Well, it'll just be some people in wheelchairs rolling up after me. All right. Thank you for the
Even
words
if you
of
walk the
encouragement.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome, bud. Anytime. Good luck, man.
All right. Thanks, pal. Oh, see, the people are very nice.
Because think about it. If you walked in, you should be able to walk a mile between 15 and 20 minutes,
Right.
like a normal pace walking, whatever. So let's just go on high end, 20 minutes. All right? You're doing 3.1 miles, 20 minutes. It's an hour.
I take a lot of drugs that day. Mike out the show. Good morning.
Yes, this is Largo Maddie.
What?
Largo Maddie, how you doing?
All right. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to tell you, sorry about your little poop incident. But, that happens to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It does, Largo Maddie. It's happening to you, Largo Maddie?
Yes, it has happened to me. I had some curry and beef. So,
That'll do it.
That's a difference.
Spicy.
But yeah, believe me, I think you can do this 5K, though. You're pretty smart.
All right. Well,
All right.
thank you. I'm sure
You
that'll
got
come
it.
into play. Thank you. My intelligence should come into play on a 5K.
Largo Maddie thinks he can do it.
Yeah. Largo Maddie. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I'm in.
All right.
You and Largo Maddie, the same.
I just clapped my hands and hurt my back.
Pulled a muscle clap in his hands.
Let me take a break so that we can clear the phone lines, get the computer ready, and Kevin Smith will join us next. Gio's anxiety is about to go through the roof. From Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob, and of course the movie Dogma.
What?
Hello?
Kevin Smith is going to join us on the show. I could not get Jay out of my mouth.
I thought you were having like a stroke or something.
No.
What?
No, I was going to say, because I said Jay and Silent Bob, and I was like, what's his name? Kevin. Kevin Smith is going to join us. Kevin Smith, I am interested in talking to him about hockey. He's a hockey fan. I'm interested in talking about the new Superman movie and what else he's working on besides the Jay and Silent Bob universe.
Again, they're in Call of Duty now.
Yeah, and they're in Call of Duty.
Own
which
character.
That's something else, man. All right, Kevin Smith joins us next on the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2 and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to make an omelet, but eggs are still way too expensive? The Bone has your back. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Couple of accidents left in Hillsborough County. The first one in Brandon. It's Lithia Pinecrest Road at Brandon Boulevard. Kind of a busy area anyway, even busier right now. Keep that in mind if that's where you're headed this morning. Also a wreck, Big Bend Road at 301. That's in the clearing stages. Just some minor onlook or slowdowns in that area. Everything else looks good, though. Major roadways, 275, 75, and I-4 all clear. Same good news for the toll roads. Nothing to slow you down right now in Pinellas County. And all the Bay Area bridges running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Diamond Days are back at the Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all soon-to-be newlyweds. Here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at the Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests created by the renowned celebrity chef, the Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is easy. Simply visit the Golden Diamond Source on Almerton Road for your chance to win big. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. Check them out at 3800 Almerton Road in Clearwater. The Golden Diamond Source.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during truck month, well-qualified buyers will receive 2.9% APR for 72 months on the new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Turbo Max. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Tampa on North Nebraska Avenue next to TGT Poker and Racebook now through April 29th for the grand opening sale. You'll get 2 times O Rewards points on select purchases, including 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil to get to your next reward twice as fast. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
The semi-annual event everyone waits for is here this weekend at International Diamond Center. Incredible savings across the board. Up to 20% off. Rings, bands, bracelets, earrings, pendants, plus thousands of designer engagement rings. Even all GIA certified diamonds are on sale. Acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Go to crunch.com, where you can also find out about the tons of strength and cardio equipment, all cutting-edge machines to make you lean or pack on muscle for the upcoming summertime. $0 enrollment. How do you beat free? With membership starting again at $9.99 a month. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 4:30.
Hi, folks. Phil Esposito here, Hockey Hall of Famer. Well, who knew that I was going to go a little bit deaf? I lost my hearing a little bit. People kept telling me, What's wrong with you? You can't hear. So guess what? They were right. I went to Audibel. Audibel took care of me. It was incredible. Audibel, they are terrific. And by the way, Audibel's a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Book your free hearing test now at floridahearing.com. Hear better, live better.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SAND25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SAND25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SAND25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Tampa area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Tampa. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famers right here at Black Crowes. Yeah. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. It is 9:12. We have 3 minutes to see if Kevin Smith calls. Gio, this is going to be your punishment if he doesn't call. I've got nothing else planned for the show. I'm dealing with poop issues. My back hurts. I feel like little Chinese kids are kicking me in the balls. I'm done. So you're going to have to do the rest of the show if Kevin Smith doesn't call.
I might get up and go poop now.
No, not now. You've got a whole show to do.
Yeah.
He's still early right now. He's still got 2 minutes.
I know.
I don't ever show up early to anything.
The thing is, I talk to him. I anytime I book a guest, I'm so like paranoid that I go back and I check and double check and make sure. I always do that. And even the last 2 times, the night before, we're still good for tomorrow. And every time he's like, yep, sounds good.
He is just, here's the deal. And I don't want to lose him, but he's just too nice. Because if I were him, there's no way I would do this. There's no upside for him. He's just being nice to us.
I know.
Which he's been way too nice to us in the past. So I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at you.
I know. Judgment Day is upon us, Gio.
You put us in this position with Kevin Smith. You made Kevin Smith feel guilty.
I don't think you get what the show is about.
Clearly I don't. Clearly I don't.
I honestly, I don't know what's going on in my body, Carmen. It's not a wonderland.
No, but again, now you know your lesson, and you definitely need to eat something
Yeah.
else.
I usually eat cheesesteak in the morning, right?
Okay.
And then today I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab the protein shake. And I grabbed the protein shake because the doctor wants me to have it early to get the protein kicking and get things going early.
Right.
And then that kicked me right in the sack.
Because have you ever taken any type of supplement? Like I remember one time I took a zinc supplement without food.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What did it do? To burn your booty hole?
No, my stomach, I thought it was going to crawl out of my belly button. I was in so much pain. And it was like the worst thing in the world. So now I'm scared to like take zinc, or I just take it like at night.
Yeah.
But those are just, those little things that you won't forget and you won't make that mistake again.
A lot of times I'll just chew on rocks. I get like my minerals.
I feel like I'm trying to pass them right now, Galvin. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no, I've had that before. I mean, that doesn't seem like as bad as you, but I get the, empty stomach and you have a protein shake or something. And you're like, whoa.
It was not good.
Rough.
While we're waiting on Kevin Smith, I want to tell you about my friend Jeff Borum and the team at teamborum.com. If you're looking to sell your home and you want to sell it fast and for the most money, you need to go to teamborum.com. That's BORHAM. And I am very proud. I'm very proud when people come back and they tell me, hey, I heard you talking about Stingray Chevrolet, and I went and bought a car over there, and they were great to me. I heard you talking about Superheat and Air, and they came out on an emergency and fixed my air for me. Great. And all these people give me feedback. And, there are times where things could be a little bit better, and I have an opportunity to go to the company and say, hey, these people aren't as happy. And they say, well, let me go ahead and fix it for you. That has happened a lot over the years. I have had so many people come up and thank me for teamborum.com that they sold their house in a record amount of time and for the most money. And I had a guy from Team Borum come up to me on the cruise ship and say, I work there. Thank you for all the business that has come this way. I said, well, thank you, because the problem is I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling that you guys sell and use the marketing that gets the home in front of the most eyes, that creates a demand for it. Therefore, that home gets sold for the most amount of money and in a record amount of time. That's what they specialize in. And that's what they do. And you might be saying, yeah, but what sets them apart from all the other people? Well, let's start with one of the major things. They're here in the Tampa Bay area. They're not in another state trying to tell you about the Tampa Bay market and what's happening. They also offer a free quote on your home. You want to know what your home is worth? You can find out for free simply by going to their website, teamborum.com, and you can put the address in there and find out immediately. And, of course, if you want to sell the home, they specialize that. If you want to buy a home, they specialize in that as well. They even have homes listed on their site from the 200,000 to the 2 million. They will find you your home, or the home of your dreams. Like, say you produce a radio show and you promise to put Kevin Smith on for the third time, and then all of a sudden he canceled, and you're sitting there going, I'm probably going to get fired. Where am I going to live? Where am I going to do at my home? I have to move into an apartment. Team Borum will help you sell your home real fast, and maybe they'll help you find an apartment, Gio. I'm not really sure what's going to happen.
Not going to live near John Cena anymore.
Not at all, man. Oh, Gio, it is now 9:17, 2 minutes late. Do not text him anymore.
I'm not.
No, you can't. We can't bother him. We just got to let him sleep. Let him be the guy that he is. He's tired.
By the way, we have a lot of stuff that happens and comes up and stuff. Don't forget the Bone Bonus is coming up in a little while. Also, listen to the end of the show, because there has been something new added to the closer.
Yeah, I don't normally pay attention to it, but today I specifically will pay attention to the closer of the show, and I think you should as well. And also, if you haven't checked out our Instagram, I would like you to go in there and weigh in on the controversy right now. It's from yesterday's show, where I answered Ozzy, and the correct answer was Ozzy Osbourne, whether or not you side with me or whether you think I'm wrong. It is pretty split down the middle right now.
It's interesting. A guy brought up a pretty good point. I forget what the question was, how it was phrased, whatever, but a guy brought up a point that when Ozzy Osbourne was in Black Sabbath, he was Ozzy Osbourne. He wasn't known as Ozzy until he went solo.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is Ozzy now. Yeah. He's had enough time to establish who he is.
But I don't know whether it said singer of Black Sabbath.
You know what people say to me? Somebody said Cher doesn't have a last name. Look it up. Of course Cher has a last name. She has a name that she was born with, and she has a name that she was married to a couple of times. So don't tell me she doesn't have a last name.
But her performance name, and
that's her
how
stage
you know
name.
her stage name, just like Beyonce.
Yeah, just like Ozzy.
But if it just said Ozzy on the paper, then it would point.
Her name is Beyonce Carter.
Beyonce Knowles Carter.
No, yeah, but it's still Carter is her last name.
But again, her performance name and what is asked and what is usually on the paper is just Beyonce. What was on the paper for Ozzy was Ozzy Osbourne.
Do you know what Cher was before Cher Bono?
I do.
What?
Cheryl Sarkisian?
Sherilyn. Sarkisian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was her first name. I read a thing that said that she for years thought her name was Cher, and then she found out on a birth certificate it actually said Cheryl.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I was like Carmen.
It's true.
Huh?
Found out her name's Cher.
No, I did not find that out.
It's close.
Carmen.
Yes.
I'm friends with some people on Snapchat who got me. I'm not going to get it. But who have one and have been wanting me get one.
What?
Little baby pig.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to get it.
Oh, I saw on Instagram who has that.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh.
His girl comes out to some of the Pitbull comedy shows. Yeah. She had it on Instagram, and I saw it. I was like, oh, my God.
I saw her little daughter holding that little baby pig, and I was like, I want to play with that baby pig.
Yeah.
And then there was people who brought a baby to our show on Saturday, and I was like, after we got off stage, I was like, bring me that baby.
They had a baby at a bar?
It's outside, so it's kind of like a big outdoor area.
There's a lot of dogs out there, too.
Yeah, it's like a big field, you know?
Okay, but it's still a bar.
I mean, if you can bring dogs, you can bring babies.
I don't think.
I think dog before baby, but
But also, I would say no dogs. The music would probably be too loud.
We're good with dogs. We play at a certain decibel that dogs enjoy.
They like it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to playing again now. We're getting a little bit of a routine where we're getting out.
Yeah.
Getting out and about, you know?
Right.
I'm hoping Medicine Man calls. I got a question for him. Mike Calta, show low.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. What's happening?
Good. So last week, you guys were talking about your wrestling Mount Rushmore.
Well, I had put up. Let me tell everybody who it was. It was The Rock, Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That was yours.
That was mine. Yeah.
Right. So you got me thinking. Who's your bottom? Who's your back of Mount Rushmore?
What does that mean? Like the worst, or
so, not the worst? So,
the next
I'll
level?
tell you mine. And this will get the discussion, especially if you've been a wrestling fan forever. Barry Horowitz, Iron Mike Sharp, the Brooklyn Brawler, and the Spanish announce table.
Yeah. That's all the bottom feeders. That's it. You got Brooklyn Brawler for sure, and Iron Mike Sharp, and then Barry Horowitz patting himself on the back. Yeah, you nailed it, sir. There's no, and then the Spanish announce table, of course. There's nothing better than that.
Oh.
Good job, my man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Have you ever met Barry Horowitz? Do you remember him?
No.
Barry Horowitz used to pat himself on the back when he did it. He was a jobber, but he used to pat himself on the back, and he lives here. So when I did the wrestling show, he used to call in every once in a while and just yell at me. He was great. Yeah, I liked him a lot. I think he might have even shown up. I saw at WrestleCon. I saw a picture of him and some other guys together.
I do not recognize him at all.
Yeah, he was just one of those guys that would lose all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what it is that you have, like what sets you apart from everybody else. Like what makes you going to be a guy who jobs out and loses every time to a guy that's going to go on to superstardom.
Right.
You know?
And has there been those guys that turned into superstars? Like they started out where they're like, all right, we'll have this guy lose, like 3 years. And then they're like, let's give him a push. And
well, remember they had that one guy that he was like kind of mentally challenged. He was like,
oh yeah.
And then they changed his gimmick and Vince didn't even know it was the same guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of what happened to Cody Rhodes. He was the Stardust character.
Yeah.
WWE wanted him to be nothing but the Stardust character,
right,
which he did not want to do. So he left, went to AEW, just went as Cody Rhodes, came back, and now he's the face of the company.
So his father, the problem was Dusty Rhodes was such a big name in wrestling. And also, there is another Mount Rushmore to be named that has Dusty on it, has Flair on it, has Mick Foley on it.
Yeah.
And
John Cena.
And, it's just, there's too many. You know what I mean? I was just trying to think of the ones in my lifetime who I think made the most impact.
That's pretty tough to argue with.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely put Cena up there, too. It's just you're running out of space.
So was Festus, was that the guy?
That's not the guy I'm talking about, but there is another guy, yeah.
Because that's this guy.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of a different guy.
Yeah, there was another one, too. Yeah, was it Mo?
I think you're right, Galvin. That's the guy. I was thinking of somebody else, but that's the guy
That
when they
became
changed
another
his
one?
gimmick that Vince didn't realize it was him.
But I remember there was another one too. What was his
I
name?
can't remember. If you said it, I would know it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh,
right. Eugene?
Yeah, Eugene.
Eugene? Is that it?
That was it.
All right.
That was it.
Weird.
I'm not back in wrestling. Like, sometimes WrestleMania comes around and gets you back into it. It didn't do that with me. I think I'm too far gone now. But I started thinking about how much I did enjoy it when I was younger. And by younger, I mean 10 years younger.
Well, they're coming here to the Yuengling Center for like a whole slew of dates.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, Battleground, and then they're doing Raw and SmackDown the Friday before. That'd be kind of cool. Because the Yuengling Center is so small that I think that'd be cool to be,
Dude, there was one time where when we first met Undertaker, and he came out to our live gig we did at Stormage Palace. I didn't know him. It was the first time I met him. And then we went to the show that night, and it was a house show at the Sundome.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in the front row, and I had my foot up on that gate, and he came out of the ring, and he slammed somebody on the floor. And he turned around, and he looked at me, and he went, boom, and he kicked the gate where it almost knocked me out of my chair. I was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know what was going on.
Have you seen Stone Cold run into the thing yet?
Yeah, I did see that.
Apparently, he also couldn't figure out how to get up on the stage, and he crashed it twice before he even got down there.
Didn't it look like they didn't rehearse that? And they usually rehearse everything.
Yeah, it's really
that
weird.
was weird. And they opened themselves up to all kinds of lawsuits with that, because that lady immediately after she got hit, she was like, oh, I'm hurt. I'm
she
hurt
fell
now.
down.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike. Jinder Mahal. He was another one that was like a jobber turned into a champ for a year when they did that India push.
That's true. He was a real jobber, and then all of a sudden he got yoked up and was totally ripped and came back as kind of like a superstar for a while. Yep, good call on that one, sir. Do you remember Jinder Mahal, the only Indian guy?
Yeah,
Not only, but one of the biggest.
He lives
ones.
here.
Does he really?
Yeah, I've seen him before, out and about before.
There's so many of them that live here.
Oh, yeah.
We used to be so like in with the WWE, and then they had a management change, and now we don't get nothing.
Yeah, the one dude I used to talk to, he's not with them anymore,
No.
and then...
They had a lot of surprise layoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who else you didn't talk to? Kevin Smith.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
This is the worst. This is the worst.
Listen, this is what we deserve. He does not deserve to be on the show. I mean, we don't deserve to have him on the show because his gig is sold out. He doesn't have anything to promote. That's fine. Let's just chalk this one up to Kevin being our buddy, and when he needs something, we'll talk to him. There you go. I hung up. I hung up. I officially ended it.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not okay.
It's all right.
It's not okay. It's embarrassing.
It is.
It's shameful.
It is.
I feel like in my mind, this is what Joe feels like every day, and it sucks.
Welcome to the suck, bro.
You don't even have a cool hat.
Yeah. Like,
true.
This is Joe's Monday through Friday, what I'm experiencing right now, and it is not a good place to be.
Yeah, get cozy. Get
Maybe you should
comfortable.
be nicer to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carmen.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
You should be.
I'm not. It's not your fault. There's
It
nothing
is
you can
my
do.
fault. It is.
What are you going to do? Go wake him up?
Yes.
Go give him belly kisses till he
Yes.
wakes up and gets on the phone?
Wake up.
My stomach hurts so bad right now. I don't even care.
Still?
Oh, Carmen, I feel like little Asian kids are kicking me. Mike Calda Show, good morning.
Hi. Jerry Lawler was also a scrub in the beginning and then turned into Jerry the King Lawler.
I don't know. Jerry Lawler was very popular when he was doing Memphis wrestling. I don't know that he was necessarily ever a scrub. Mike Calda Show, low.
Hey, Mike. Yesterday, somebody called in just out of nowhere and said, hey, I want to have Pat Boone come on your show with Mo and do an interview. And somehow they found this real cool thing where this old-fashioned guy, Pat Boone from back in the day, was singing Metallica songs. And it was hilarious. It was such a cool...
I don't think it's that funny. I remember when it first came out and Pat Boone recorded it. Pat Boone's just an old coot. That what were you saying? He was on Drew's show.
He was on Mo and Drew, exactly. Yeah,
Gotcha.
On the Mo and Drew show.
Yeah, I saw something about that on social media. I don't know. Well, good for them because Drew said it ended up being a very good guest.
Yeah, it was a good interview. It was a very good interview. But that brief little thing they played, I mean, I wouldn't want to listen to it every day, but it was just a good one-time, little mashup, him singing Metallica. But great show, man. Great.
Thank you, sir. It was like when William Shatner was singing music, and then Pat Boone did a Metallica thing, and he did heavy metal songs, and he dressed up with makeup on his face and leather and all that, and I didn't think it was that great.
I know.
But Pat Boone, though, is very opinionated. I don't know what he was on Drew's show for, but I have spoken to him in the past.
It's actually Mo and Drew, according to that guy.
Sorry.
Did you hear that guy? He gave Mo top billing.
I did hear that guy. It was kind of hard to understand what he was saying, but I get it now. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the rest of the show. Mike Caldesciolo.
Hey, good morning, Mike. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. Hey, listen, I had a possible remedy for your constipation.
I wouldn't even call it constipation today. It's coming out. Well, what do you got?
Oh, it is. Well, let me just say, first off, I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
So usually what I do is, I don't know if you ever tried the Smooth Move tea.
The what?
Smooth Move tea. It's an herbal tea. It's a senna tea.
Yes, I have seen it before.
Listen, what you do is you take 16 ounces, put it in a cup, heat it up, or you just heat up the water and get 16 ounces, put 3 tea bags in there, let it steep for about an hour, squeeze it all out, and then a half teaspoon of sea salt. Mix it in there and drink it within 5 minutes. And, buddy, just goes to a bathroom.
All right. Thank you.
Isn't that the same stuff that they said you could lose like 20 pounds in 2 days by taking that stuff?
But that guy was so soothing while he was talking, I think I almost crapped right there just listening to him. Holy. Mike Caldesciolo, good morning.
Hey, Mike. I know this is kind of dumb, but last week when you was saying in the morning, I got to say, Spike is probably the dumbest human being ever.
100%.
And then when you said one of the days, okay, we're gonna talk to Spike at 9:15. I was like, oh, this is awesome. You can ask him why he's such an idiot, and it actually was the wrong Spike.
Oh yeah,
I was
Spike
actually
Ferguson.
disappointed when you actually got on. I was like, oh man, I thought he was going to talk to Spike.
Sorry, we hit you with a white Spike that day. No, Spike's too dumb, I think, to be on the show. I think he'll bring everybody down, sir.
Yeah, I love the show, guys.
Thank you, brother. Spike Ferguson joined us on the show. I watched a clip of Spike yesterday. He was doing a list of 100 of the most famous Spikes, and he was down at like number 55.
Oh yeah,
He was very disappointed at how far down he was.
My grandfather was a Spike.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
Spike.
a good name, that.
Spike McGrady.
Who's the most famous Spike in your life?
Spike. Wasn't there a Spike Fonzie's nephew?
There was. That's not who I was thinking of. But yeah, it's different from Chachi.
Yeah, Spike on there, and then I'm trying to think another Spike.
Spike to me is always the dog from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Big dog.
Yeah.
And then Spike Jones. Those are the only Spikes in my life.
Spike Jones, sure. Yeah.
Oh, I feel terrible. I feel terrible because Gio couldn't get Kevin Smith on the show, and because I feel like I got crap.
I feel terrible about both those things.
I have to sneeze right now, and I'm so scared.
Oh no!
Buck her up.
Joe?
I think I'm good.
You get some Lysol.
All right.
No,
I smell it. I smell it.
Nothing leaked. I'm good.
Yeah, so we're talking about Mike. We go to break after talking to Dom and stuff, and we're talking about Mike, and we're like, I don't know, he's not texting this. That I walk out, and he's just in the chair out there.
Oh, because I walked back in, and you guys were in the middle of calls, and I didn't want to disrupt it, so I sat for a second, and Carmen said there was a full board of phone calls. I'm like, well, oh, God.
What is
Jesus.
happening to you?
Carmen, I'm falling apart.
Yeah, you got a lot of
From
stuff
all
going
ends,
on.
all angles.
You
Do
need
you
to go to
think
the
it's
doctor.
Do you think it's all the stress because you're worried about the 5K?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past
Are
me.
you trying to make yourself sick?
Oh, no, I'm going to run it even if I'm sick.
No.
I'm committed. I'm going to be there.
By the way, that's a good weekend. That Friday, bare knuckle fighting over at OCC.
Can you wear 2 knee braces, or does that look stupid?
No, you can wear two
Yeah,
knee braces.
Stone Cold Steve Austin wears 2 knee
Dude,
braces.
then they have like those, ones that have the copper in it and this and that and help you.
My right knee's been pretty bad. My left knee's a little sore. My right knee's been pretty
Yeah,
bad.
wear them both. Didn't you walk like 6 miles at Universal or Disney?
He said 13.
11. And I also walked 2.5 miles on a hike. And I did that.
So you're fine.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, but didn't we later find out that those 13 miles were actually only
They were
7?
They were half that. They were half that. Yeah. It's all right. You don't have to be a wise guy about it.
We get you one of the scooters.
I'll take a scooter through the 5K.
Yeah.
No,
You want to golf cart it?
I'm in it. I mean, I wouldn't put it past putting Tom just to run alongside of me, because Big Dick's coming alongside of me, and he's going to videotape the whole thing and stream it to YouTube.
Yep.
So if I die on the trip, and Big Dick's gonna film it all the way up until.
And he's doing it on foot or what?
He's doing it on foot. Yeah, he's in good shape. He's gonna walk along next to me and just get the whole thing on YouTube. So we'll be streaming it live.
The way Tom is able to maneuver into places, I bet he could drive the Sprinter right down the path, and you could
so.
And you could ride the
Probably
Sprinter.
so.
Open up the door and just wave.
But I'm in it to do this when I'm in the long haul, Gio. So I'm committed.
Now, Gio, are you doing it?
Yeah.
Who is doing it? I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm
we
in.
We need to register.
Wait.
I'll give it. We have to register online for insurance reasons.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll give you all the information.
All right.
All right. All right.
By the way, you can still get in, too. I think it's like last.
Oh, yeah. 2bears5k.com.
Yeah. 3 Bears.
And Jelly Roll. Yeah, Jelly Roll will be there.
And other special guests.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go take a break, and I may or may not be back here to close the show. But you're going to want to hear the end of the show either way, because we've added something to the opener, and it is fantastic. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Amalie Arena to take on the Florida Panthers. The game starts at 8:30 p.m. It's the battle for Florida. You can listen to every single playoff game right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier accidents cleared up and out of your way, so wrapping up Tuesday morning commute, a pretty good note. 275, 75, and I-4 in Hillsborough County, all problem-free right now. Same good news for the Veterans Expressway as well as the Leroy Selman Expressway. Nothing to slow you down right now on US 19 in Pinellas County. Looks like the Bay Area bridges. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge also running at the speed, and that's in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Office in downtown Tampa. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Rick Julius, licensed in Pennsylvania only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2024 Chevy Tahoe or Suburban. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
When you excavate for a living, safe digging helps you keep living and save money, time, and your reputation, which can all help you breathe easier. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Sun, Toyota.
Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Mobile service is here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry-owned today online at jerryowned.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
This weekend at International Diamond Center, acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Suppressor Fest featuring Huxworks is back this Saturday, April 26th, only at Shark Coast Tactical. This is going to be a celebration of all things quiet. Will has a huge shipment and cutting deals on all Hux cans. And don't be that dude at the range with the loud 8R. Save your hearings with a Huxworks can. With a clean background check, the new norm is about 3 days for your tag stamp at Shark Coast. Get the Shark Coast Suppressor Fest featuring Huxworks this Saturday, April 26th. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Replace stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text SKINNY to 323232 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text SKINNY to 323232 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text SKINNY to 323232. That's SKINNY to 323232. SKINNY to 323232.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Minis and Kitties is coming to Mini of Tampa Bay Saturday, April 26th. Enjoy free refreshments, cuddle adorable kittens, and even adopt a furry friend from our Humane Society of Pinellas County Kitten Adoption Zone. It's going to be the perfect Saturday. Go to minioftampabay.com for details.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Scattered clouds in the forecast today. More big-time warmth as high temperatures go back up very close to that 90-degree mark again this afternoon. Mild and a bit muggy tonight with a low temperature near 70. Partly cloudy and hot for your Wednesday. And tomorrow's high temperature up right around 90.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
.44 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Sorry about that, Carmen. You're so quick. I had my music shut in anticipation of Kevin Smith calling, which he did not do, by the way. I guess there was a poll, and it was in YouTube in the chat. People still 50%. Tony said 57% were still on your side that he was going to call.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No.
57.
57% of people in the YouTube are idiots. How you like that?
Can I tell you somebody that I find very attractive, and I wanted to see if you agree with me or if you think I'm weird for it?
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm very attracted to her. I look at her
Very
pictures all the time.
attractive.
Yeah.
Give me the name. Do we know?
Chloe Fineman?
Chloe? Oh, from Saturday Night Live? Yeah.
I think she's gorgeous.
I like also when she does characters, when she does like kind of sexy, weird characters.
Yeah. Like, she seems like a sexy, weird character in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I don't like
gorgeous
that.
to
I don't
me.
like that stupid one she does for whatever Seltzer or whatever it is.
I don't even know.
Yeah, she does like a, German something. What is her last? Chloe what?
Fineman. You can Google along at home.
I'm looking.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's got quite the forehead, though.
I also, I don't mind that. I also looked into, I had a Google. There's an ad on Snapchat for a jewelry called Micah Jewelry, MYKA.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl that does it to me she's got freckles and a big nose, and she's so hot. And I had to look up girl from Micah Jewelry, and I can't find her anywhere.
Oh.
I know I'm borderline crossing the line here.
You're like from The Office, whenever Michael wanted to find the girl that was in the office chair. The magazine.
Last chance to get some phone calls in. I got to take this one specifically because I've been waiting to talk to him. Medicine Man.
Hey, what's up, Mike? It's Medicine Man.
Now, I like you.
Hmm? Yeah.
And I think you like me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I heard this weekend that you were talking some bad smack about me.
No.
Where was that coming from anyway?
You tell me. I'll give you a chance to confess first before I tell you.
So I know it was not that bad what I was talking about because it's happened to me.
Tell everybody what you said. Tell everybody what you said.
I'm getting fat too.
See? See? Why you got to call me fat?
I don't have to call you fat anymore. It's happening to me.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is why you got to bring me into it.
But also, Medicine Man, you're getting
I
fat.
didn't bring you into it.
Mike's losing
I
weight.
didn't bring you into it.
I heard they said don't take Medicine Man on the cruise with you. All he does is talk crap about you, and then there you were talking about me being fat.
I don't know who else to say that, but
well, I feel like you.
I've been having a little bit of trouble fitting to my jeans myself.
Well, why does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with me?
Because he feels bad, so he's lashing out at others.
Fat, then I get fat.
Yeah.
You and Medicine Man are the same.
I didn't say nothing about that this weekend at all.
You hurt my feelings.
Not at all.
A lot of people are talking.
I did not say anything about that. I don't know. Somebody's making it up. Put a prank on me.
Big Rig's fat. Talk about him.
I'm going to talk about him too. But somebody's putting a prank on me.
All right, listen to me. Let's say we got a whole year now, or actually we got more than that, but we got time.
Yeah.
Let's see how far you can go without calling me fat.
I will never call you fat.
I think you would.
Wasn't that what he called you before? Remember we had the audio of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He needs another go-to fat guy to.
Hey, by the way, I don't really know what he said. Somebody just said he was talking crap about me, and he just confessed it.
Right.
So, he's not so hard to mind trick.
It was so significant.
Oh.
There you go.
What a jerk.
I don't need that.
Fat ass.
Oh, come
All right, listen to me. There's two things you need to do. Three things. One is you need to go and follow us on Instagram at The Mike Calta Show and go watch all the stuff we got on there. 2, you need to stand by because the bone bonus keyword is coming up in a matter of 12 minutes. We're going to give you the keyword. You put it in the app, and you can win $1,000. That's happening at 10, noon, 2, and 5. But you literally have 11 minutes before we do it again. Stand by and listen. Then, the end of the show, we play a montage. We have added to that montage, and that will close the show out today. You'll hear it for the first time. Some people have asked that we take that montage and break it down every once in a while to tell you what it is. We'll do that soon. We do it every once in a while. But now that we've added something to it, maybe you'll enjoy that first, and then we'll bring it out. I'm sorry I had to poop during the show today. Hopefully I get the pipes all cleared out before tomorrow. Thank you to Kevin. Oh, my bad. And thank you to Dom for coming in.
I should have pooped during Kevin Smith.
Yeah. I should have saved it for that segment, for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I suck.
It's not your fault, Gio. You're okay.
It is my fault.
No, it's not. You can't go to Kevin Smith's house and tickle him awake.
I will.
We do have some good guests coming up on the show. No Grace O'Malley this weekend. That makes me upset.
No, she's not going to be in town and in time.
Dumb.
Friday afternoon she gets here.
She's smart that she comes in early and does some press.
Well,
it's not like she's a known comedian.
You'd think so.
And then what else? We got Grace O'Malley is not happening, but we do have the Poop Doctor coming on the show.
Yes.
And then we do have Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura coming on the show. And David Keckner's coming on the show. So we got a lot of things lined up. Have a great day. The after show is up next with Johnny B. The closer is happening in a matter of seconds. Stand by for that, as well as the bone bonus keyword. And I say to you, goodbye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Fashion. I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Eat me, Grayson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You called me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish. Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after. I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even.
Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius! What?
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
This little piggy wasn't affected by the market. This little piggy had protected funds. This little piggy locked in college costs. This little piggy had a 1-year plan. And all the little piggies went wee to college land.
Before you know it, those tiny feet will be off to college. Save the smartest way with a Florida 529 prepaid plan. Unlike a regular savings account, the funds are dedicated and guaranteed to cover tuition costs. So when they're ready to go, you are too. Prepaid plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
Have you heard of the new Hard Rock Bet Battle of the Bets yet? It's a lot of fun, and there's at least $250,000 in bonus bets on the line every single day. That's the minimum, and it grows fast. All you have to do is pick a side for $1. And there's a new battle every day. Matchups like favorites versus underdogs, overs versus unders, Florida versus the world. If your side wins for the day, you not only get your cash winnings, you split all those bonus bets. Check it out on the Hard Rock Bet app. Download it now on Google or iPhone, or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Are you frustrated with your current provider? Well, switching to Hawkins is simple and stress-free. With over 30 years of trusted service, Hawkins offers expert HVAC and pool services, as well as plumbing and electrical. And right now, Hawkins is offering $150 off electrical panel replacement and 15% off spring lighting upgrades and energy solutions. I trust these folks in my home, and you should too. Make the call today. 813-445-8209 or book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
You know, for years, I've been telling you about my friends at Super Heat and Air. I use them for everything. I have them come out and do a clean and tune before the big season changes, and I've used them to replace units before, and now they just got a whole lot better. Super Heat and Air is now adding expert plumbing. That's right, Super Heat and Air, my personal choice for HVAC excellence for many years, is now in partnership with ABC Plumbing, Heat and Air, and they offer trusted full-service plumbing solutions with the same high standards as Super Heat and Air. So now you get all the services all in one company. Every technician that comes out is drug screened, background checked, and fully vetted, and they only hire the most trustworthy professionals. Those are the people they're sending to your homes. And they have the same 24-hour day, 7-day service, because plumbing problems don't wait either. And they deliver 5-star service because nothing less is acceptable. I'm so happy to announce that Super Heat and Air is now Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Check them out online at superheatandair.com. That's superheatandair.com for all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hi, folks. Phil Esposito here, Hockey Hall of Famer. Well, who knew that I was going to go a little bit deaf? I lost my hearing a little bit. People kept telling me, what's wrong with you? You can't hear. So guess what? They were right. I went to Audibel. Audibel took care of me. It was incredible. Audibel, they are terrific. And by the way, Audibel's a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Book your free hearing test now at floridahearing.com. Hear better, live better.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Tampa area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Tampa. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-383-7733. That's 800-383-7733.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the mountains or go pick up your dry cleaning?
RV wins!
Are we cleaning the gutters or taking the RV camping?
RV wins!
Are we getting a new passport or cruising up the coast?
RV wins!
Don't forget, you got that trip to Sweden coming up.
Oh, yeah, passport, then RV.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates, other insurers, not available in all states and situations.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Good news, The Bone Bonus is tariff-free. It's The Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Amalie Arena to take on the Florida Panthers. The game starts at 8:30 p.m. It's the battle for Florida. You can listen to every single playoff